Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers, RC, and Gatwood in the house. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Man, nothing much. Another fine day. We have a special episode today. We are doing our 32 NFL team ranking. How y'all feel about that?
Look, we're ready for football to get going, man. In the midst of July.
Yes. Training camp is at the end of July, so that's coming up quick. Then after that preseason, then September, the first game. So we are right around the corner. So I found a little video on YouTube to get y'all a little pumped. Let's get y'all a little excited for the night. So I'm going to share it real quick with y'all. Oh, wrong button. Here we go. So enjoy this clip, this video.
The Lombardi Trophy has a red and gold reflection.
Time that ball come your way, make your play. And I'm telling you, we gonna be out there celebrating being dogs. Have fun, hungry dogs.
Step, dials up, deep ball. Oh, what a catch! On the move, that's it. What a catch!
5 seconds now.
Patterson splits it. Goodbye.
Looking, firing, end zone. Oh, what a catch by it! He's in bounds. He's going. 1 will 30, 20. He will score. Right back, breaking a tackle and taking it past midfield. An opening kickoff return.
Marcus Mariota, that's the boy.
I like it.
Mooney.
Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game.
That was a great video by John Hazard. I believe that's how you
Mad
say
at
his
all.
name. Yes, indeed, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. So we're going to critique my 32 NFL ranking. All right, now, y'all ready? Number 32.
Let's get it over.
The Arizona Cardinals. So
I'm with you on that.
They went 4-13 last year. Kyler Murray, he's gonna miss a couple games this season. So how it's looking, the starting quarterback might be Colt McCoy.
Name me somebody important that's in Arizona right now, other than what Buda Baker.
James Conner, I guess.
Like I'm talking about impact guy, like
Impact.
special.
Isaiah Simmons.
It's supposed to be Isaiah Simmons, but we see how he's not doing.
They talking about moving him to safety. You heard about that?
They've been moving him from safety to linebacker. He's been back and forth he's been in the league.
Right. So Arizona, it's not looking too good for Arizona. You know, their defense was ranked 21st last year, offense ranked 22nd. And they haven't done much. They did pick up a pretty good linebacker from the Eagles. I believe it was Kaiser White. Yeah, Kaiser White. So they don't have a lot to look forward to. Gannon, I believe that's the coach name, John Gannon. He has to overcome here.
They're in the Keller Williams sweepstakes, plain and simple.
So if you think they play for Caleb Williams, where you see Kyler,
they'll trade. They'll trade him. Oh yeah, they'll trade him.
That was Kingsbury's guy.
I don't think they'll get much for him though. I don't think
just to get him off the books. That's all that's gonna matter.
Right. That's true.
Ain't nobody gonna want that contract though.
I think Kyler Murray is in trouble. We might see his professional career. Things might change, man. He might be in the Johnny Manziel seat because he fits a certain system. You know, you got to build your team around a 5'0" quarterback. And I mean, even though
a chipmunk,
it's a lot of them in the league now, but that dude he has the attitude of Tom Brady without the jury.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you kind of the way he talked to his coach last year, the way he was like he's uber arrogant into himself. So I'm like you, they playing for Caleb Williams. I mean, you got to get Caleb Williams.
So, hey, see, I did right. 32. Let's move on, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
At 31, I have the Raiders. We see Pretty Boy.
The Raiders down that low?
I ain't got that.
That's
I have them 31. Look, because they don't have a quarterback.
So Garoppolo's not gonna be there.
I don't think
is he healthy? That's the question.
I don't think he's gonna be playing.
If he's not healthy, he's not gonna be there. Because the contract gonna be voided. I mean, that's a whole deal.
And who's backing up Jimmy G is Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be good.
So, like, the defense is ranked 27. Josh Jacobs is disgruntled.
Yep.
What have they did to improve their defense? Of course, they did take who was that? Tyree Wilson,
right?
First with their first pick, and then they went Mayer, tight end from Notre Dame, with the second pick. So, just picking one DN is not going to put you over the top.
I think the Raiders are about to find out how valuable Derek Carr was for his duration there. I think Derek Carr kept the Raiders afloat a little more than what people think. I think that's going to be exposed this year. Even if Jimmy Garoppolo plays, it's not the explosive offense we're going to see that we got out of Derek Carr. It's going to be a lot of dink and dunk. Does that fit Devontae? Does Devontae get disgruntled?
Right.
He wants. He going to want to take shots.
Yeah.
Right. And they picked up Jacoby Myers. So that offense, they looking to run the ball. And PFF has the Raiders O-line going into this year ranked number 19.
They had a decent offensive line. They lost Waller.
Mm-hmm.
But I said Jimmy Garoppolo is one hit away from them being what? That's even like I said, if he gets cleared, he's one hit away from them being with Brian Hoyer trying to take them to the promised land. Good luck.
So that's why I had the Raiders. I thought about that. They went 6-11 with Derek Carr. They don't have a capable quarterback, and they went 6-11, and they still had the guy head coach. So
I'm not really mad with you having them at 31, honestly. I mean, because they can be 29, 30. They can be either or, in my opinion. Because I had them at 30.
You had a good explanation for it. It kind of changed my mind a little bit.
You had what?
I said you had a good explanation for it. It kind of changed my mind a little bit.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels. I mean, Josh McDaniels stood at the
Not a head
helm.
coach. He's not a head coach.
Yeah, he's an OC.
Yeah, he's an
OC with a good quarterback.
He's don't want to be Bill Belichick, and that's his first problem is you're trying to copy. You're trying to come behind one of the best coaches ever. You don't really have your own identity, and it's. I mean, you can go over there and you're gonna run your team in the ground like you did Denver, trying to do what they do. Like,
think about it. He's probably what the fourth best coach in the division.
Hey, Cam Newton. That give you a spot right there, brother. You want to quick play quarterback?
That boy gonna get hurt soon when he get over there.
He better than Brian Hoyer.
And look, he already dealt with Bill Belichick, so I thought he wanted to deal with Jacob.
Well, he had
Josh
McDaniels.
Daniels.
Yeah, I mean he had McDaniels when he was in New England. So
yeah,
and you so what happened. Before we go, the first debate and argument of the night is Cam Newton walking there and got Devontae Adams out there. He got Josh Jacobs in the backfield. He no longer have a tight end, but you don't think he can do anything with that bench?
I mean, he can't hit the wide receivers, so I don't know why we name wide receivers here. I mean, we can name Josh Jacobs, but leave receivers out here. He can't throw.
I saw Jared Stidham put up damn near 400 yards against the best defense in the National Football League. My defense, he lit us up. So
who did Cam Newton say he would back up again? Was it Sam Howell? Did he mention him?
Yeah,
he said he'll back him up. So
he'll beat him out.
He like Ron Rivera.
Cam just trying to get his way inside the door so he can compete. That's what he's trying.
If he'll back up Sam, then I have no faith in him being Stidham out.
Hoyer too.
Sam Howell might surprise some people.
Oh no, that's tricky. That's tricky because it's crazy. We'll get to Command. We'll get to him. So at 30, I have the Titans. They went 7-10. As you saw, they tried to do an overhaul of the roster by trading Derrick Henry. Defense is ranked 23rd last year. Offense is ranked 30th.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you're saying that the Raiders are not going to be better than the Panthers? You saying the Titans are not going to be better than the Panthers? You saying they're not going to be better than you saying they're not going to be better than the Panthers or the Falcons?
Who you mentioned they're not going to be better than the Panthers?
30 and 31, you have the Raiders and
Tennessee.
So those two teams are very competitive. You know, I don't.
I mean, how can you be competitive when your defense is literally doesn't have nobody back there?
So you're saying the Panthers are going to be better than the Titans and the Raiders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their schedule probably going to allow those. See, you got to think about that. The Falcons and the Panthers. They're not playing anybody.
But
the NFC is terrible this year.
It is, bro.
It is.
I'm happy about it too.
But not only that though. I mean, we got controversy in Tennessee. Who's going to be the quarterback? Is Will Levis going to come in week 5, week 6? Is Malik Willis?
They said Malik Willis did.
They don't want Willis.
They talking about
really? Oh, say that one more time again, Wood.
What?
So my cousin.
They said that Malik Willis outplayed him in training camp.
Yep. That's what I heard too. Yep.
But so why? Thank you. Now there's talk out talking about that they don't even want the kid there from they drafted last year because now they got Levis. So
I've heard that too.
Tell me watch what happens.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they don't know who's gonna be starting quarterback. They playing ring around the rosy with these guys.
Why can't they keep all three? I don't get that. Why do they only want
because it's impossible. Like I think you're gonna have to keep one of the two. You're gonna have to keep Levis or Malik. You can't keep both.
You got the 3 rule this year now anyway, so you can't have 3 quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, you can, but how they gonna help out the locker room?
Well,
you know what I'm
eventually Tannehill gonna be let go. So
that's what I'm saying. So
that's all I'm
I
saying.
I don't think Malik Willis and Levis will coexist.
I would like for a Titan fan, if there's a Titan fan watching.
Chafin is a Titan fan, but I don't know if
Let,
he
let
watches.
me let me say this about the Titans. It's not that Mike Vrabel can't coach. He's a top 10 coach.
They
It's the
But
struggle.
GM.
we have to be honest here. What do they have?
What are they doing?
I
They ain't got nobody.
they don't have anything, so they're just withering away. And like I said, it doesn't take anything away from Mike Vrabel, but I mean, you can only do what you can only coach with what you got and put out what you got on the field. So the Titans really don't have anything.
I can't
And
believe they didn't pay
drafted-
AJ Brown.
You
I
drafted
still can't believe it. That was the franchise right there. Get when they let him go, that was it.
Yep.
and you drafted Vince Young again and again and again. You done drafted Vince Young again and again. Vince Young came there with all that hype, mobile quarterback, can do a lot of different things, throwing around. You look at the quarterbacks they have, they got him again. They can't get off. They're looking for Steve McNair. They're looking for Steve McNair. And they keep trying to draft the guy that can replace Steve McNair, and they have been unable to do it. It's the Michael Jordan syndrome all over again. Bulls try to replace Michael Jordan. You can't replace Steve McNair.
Not just Steve McNair, the whole Titans motto from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They're still trying to keep it around because it's the same old, same old. You know, they had a good defense and a great run game. Like I said, they had Steve in there early 2000s, mid 2000s. You know, that was pretty good. They're still trying to live off that same thing. It's time for them to change some stuff up.
But do you remember before we move on? They drafted Jake Locker after drafting Vince Young. They just did the same
They
thing with Malik Willis
So
and Will Levis. They draft Malik Willis, that's your Vince Young. Now they drafting the athletic white guy in Will Levis. It don't matter which guy you draft, whether he's white, green, purple, or yellow, you're going to have to figure out how to play quarterback from that position.
Mhm.
Or see, the thing about the mobile quarterback today, they can do everything. The quarterback back then could only run around. This quarterback today can do everything. He can play from the pocket and he can get out of the pocket.
So it's just the Titans they trending in the wrong direction. PFL has their O-line ranking dead last going into the season.
Wow.
Really? They don't have the Rams dead
They
last?
have no,
They got them
no
last?
receiver.
They got them last. Dead
Wow.
last.
Because they lost Taylor
So
Lewan, the other guy.
Yeah, lost Lewan.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, he was a leader on that team. So I just did a switcheroo right now because I looked at it and I'm just like, nah, I don't switch it. So at first I had the Texans at 29, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 29.
No. They won't be down there.
What do you mean? They playing for Caleb Williams. They are gonna be down there, RC.
There's no way Tampa Bay falls to 29 and the Falcons and the Panthers.
How they
So
gonna
you saying
score?
the Falcons and the Panthers are better than Tampa Bay
Yes,
Buccaneers?
the Falcons overhaul their defense to play
Run
against. Yes.
Offense, yeah. The thing with the
What had
Bucks, in
Tampa
my
Bay-
opinion,
Yeah, go ahead, Flowers. Go ahead.
the thing with the Bucks, in my opinion, now that Tom Brady's gone, I think a lot of those vets are probably going to want out, and the desire probably that Tampa Bay used to have is probably going to be gone. Now you probably could you probably could switch the Rams and the Bucks in a sense, because I don't think Ben's too far off with this. It just depends on what are you going to get from who they got back there?
Baker Mayfield and Cal
Baker
Trask.
Mayfield and Kyle Trask. What are you gonna get from them? I mean, you look at the early stuff that they had out. They came hit somebody 5 yards. So they didn't have a run game with Tom Brady. Tom Brady kept them afloat. So
Yep.
if they don't have a run game to help Baker Mayfield
No
and company,
Fournette.
Yeah.
nope, none of that. You know, the
Amen.
defense, Devin White doesn't want to be there. Devin White don't want to be
Put that
there.
away.
Their defense is good,
First,
though. They still got a good defense.
Hey, yeah, first, I'm calling the police for the first time tonight. I'm coming out
No.
tonight. I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, guys.
Okay, so why we wrong?
They the New Orleans Saints this year from last year. The Saints were last year, a great defense with no quarterback, playing Russian roulette or ring around the roads and trying to find a quarterback. Just put somebody back there. They're gonna be the same. That defense is gonna be good. See,
Defense going to do so much.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
That's the Saints. That was the Saints. They still got Leonard Fournette. They still got the guy that was backing up Fournette who won me the fantasy. I forget his
Rachaad
name.
White.
Yeah, he was good. Then you still got Godwin. You still got Mike
Evans.
Evans. You still got pieces. All they got to do is play within themselves, Baker Mayfield, and you'll be the New Orleans Saints. You'll finish like
No,
you barely missed the playoffs. I think that's what y'all were. Am I lying? Am I lying? They got a good defense and a
Yeah.
lot of pieces.
who's the
Baker
I
OC
just
Mayfield,
for
like
don't.
RC?
I
he been
just
like
feel
Andy
like
Dalton.
Tom Brady's leadership kept them afloat. Tom Brady's leadership hid a lot of their flaws, I think, and now we're gonna see a lot of
Yeah,
that go. Ego
exactly.
is gonna take over the Bucks, in my opinion.
They couldn't even score. They
I don't
couldn't
like
even
Todd Bowles.
with
Todd
Tom
Bowles
Brady.
ain't a
Couldn't
good
even
head
score,
coach.
man.
No.
Could
So
Ty
look,
Bowles control the ship with Tom Brady
yeah,
there? No.
no.
No, you're right. Let me pull
So
to myself.
they picked up John
Hey, y'all
Groceries
change my
Wolford.
mind. Y'all change my mind. Y'all
They
change my
picked
mind.
up Mr. Groceries from the Rams, John Wolford,
Tom Bowles always look
and
like
they
he smells
signed.
something sour.
They gave a big contract to Jamal Cook Dean
Oh,
sausages.
dang.
He
Yeah.
stay getting cooked. So they paid him right, and they let Sean Bunting go. That
Sean
was the
Murphy
other
Bunting.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the other corner.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna walk that back because my issue is not the talent, it's the head coach. He always
Mm-hmm.
looked like you just look like he smells sour
Confused.
food. And then not only that, man, I think the issue that I have with Bowles is the same issue I had with him in New York. It's like he's gonna have a good defense, but just don't have any direction. Like, what are they? What are they trying to do at the time?
Right.
So you gotta have when you're playing them every week. Um, like you said, bro, he struggled with keeping the ship afloat with a captain. Big
Yes,
dog.
indeed.
They should have let
Mm-hmm.
Leftwich be the head coach.
Well, Leftwich grown. The OC is Dave Canals. I think that's how you
Yeah.
say his name. I
I
don't know who that
agree with
is.
Gatwood. I think they would have had a better
Well,
standing with Leftwich as the coach
Where's
than
Leftwich?
Todd.
I don't know. I heard something from Pro Football Focus. They said Brian Leftwich was over his head. That he don't know how to coach.
Of
That he's
course they
too
don't
in
do
the
that.
that they
That ain't
say
true.
he's too in the dark ages. Let me explain why. They say he had no concept of analytics. They say when they ask him about stats and other stuff like that, he just said he don't know. Like he don't know what they're talking about. He don't know what they mean. So he said you should at least have a grasp of what's working with analytics and what's not.
Well,
What's
it's
wrong? Let me say this real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Like, I get the analytics talking all this, but I'm still one of these people. I gotta see it. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta believe what I'm seeing with my eyes. That hasn't failed. Do not let computers be everything.
yeah.
Y'all
Hey,
think
y'all taking
Belichick?
over.
Y'all think Belichick's a big analytics guy,
Hell no.
or Bruce
No,
Arians? Yeah, I
no.
Bruce
mean,
Arians wasn't that
analytics
good. It
don't
was
mean-
Tom Brady.
Like,
Bruce
Arians
Arians
is
has
good.
been great every stop he has been in. Let's
Yeah.
not count
Well,
this.
Tom Brady
Bruce
put him on
Arians
the
good
hump.
coach.
Tom Brady put him on the hump.
No.
All right. The Bucks went 89 last year. So RC,
Mhm.
you really think they go past that 8 wins
Or
with
get 8
Baker,
wins.
Cal Trash?
I'm saying the NFC got to field some playoff teams. You finna mock, so you finna X all of them out. I mean, because being honest with you, I mean, they're in your division. Somebody got to win the division. You're not gonna run away with that division, man. I know you think you are, but you're not gonna run away with the division because you know why? Here's the
Sound
issue.
personal.
Here's the issue with the NFC South and NFC West. Those teams always flip flop. It's never the same winner. It's never just you won't have a Green Bay winning 6 years in a row in the NFC West and the NFC South. It just never happened. So
Hey, the Saints was pretty dominant last 10 plus years in the
no,
NFC.
Cam had some years. You guys had some
He
years.
had 1 year.
Matt Ryan.
He had
Matt
about
Ryan.
one. He had about 1 year.
Come on out, Ben.
Matty
Matt
Ice,
Ryan had 1 year. 1
a
year
couple of
is
NFC
y'all.
championships, a Super Bowl.
We
They
call
went
them
to two
Matt
NFC
Ryan went to the Super Bowl.
championships.
we call those flashing the pans. That's
Oh,
what we call those. But the Saints have been dominant the last 10 years.
no.
Yeah, we own those guys, man. That's why we call Falcons little brothers. They are little brothers. All of them are little brothers.
So in your division, you saying the Saints been dominant for 10 years, like Green Bay was dominant in their division.
Mm-hmm.
You've been watching, dog.
It's a fact. We just, man.
Not dominant.
We've been dominant, dog. if you go back and look at those stats, how many times we whooped the Falcons, swept the Falcons?
No, I'm not
Even the
talking about
Bucks?
that. I'm not talking about
Okay.
that. You say dominant. That means you were going to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship.
Nah,
I do not
come
remember
on.
you guys in the NFC Championship as
I
much as I
mean,
do.
I can name all the time I've been cheated, but we're doing 32 NFL rankings right now, so
Okay.
we can say that for another show. All right, Texans at 28. I mean, I just don't know about the offense with D'Amico Ryans. I know the defense is gonna be stellar. I like what they did in the draft. To be honest, they definitely gonna win more than 3 games. They won 3-13 last year. They're gonna be better. I just don't know yet. They're gonna be better. I say this: they might lose a lot of close games, but they're gonna be right there in the cusp.
Or what you want to be close. You don't want to be getting blown out by 10 plus points. You want one possession games and stuff like that.
So yeah, Texans, like I said, they have a pretty decent roster now. It just all depends on,
Their defense is pretty nice now. Their secondary is strong.
Right.
They got Stingley. And that Petre, they signed. Jimmy Ward they signed.
Yeah, Stingley's pretty good. I see him twice a year, so I know that kid is pretty springy.
Jimmy Ward gonna get burnt.
Yeah, he gonna get burnt.
He get burnt.
Wherever he's at.
He's there to help, the Miko system, of course, to help teach the system, and the play, of course, but more be a coach out on the field.
I didn't see them address the O-line, so that might be an issue.
Yeah, Shaq Mason.
I mean, that's only one.
That's how they signed Shaq Mason. That's a good signing.
And they got Tunsil.
Tunsil's solid left tackle. They're locked in.
Running back, Pierce, Stroud.
Yeah, Pierce.
And
Nico Collins.
Yeah, Stingley.
Pro Football Focus have that O-line going to season ranked 25th.
That's not too shabby. Yeah, they got a chance to grow.
They got stuff to work on. That's why I can't.
They have a.
That's not a bad number for them.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, no, they picked first. So
they have a chance to go up. That's the thing.
Yeah. So they trending in the right direction. Texas fans don't look at this as a slight. I mean, y'all young, and it just all depends on how D'Amico Ryans get this offense going. I don't know who's the OC over there in Houston.
I'm not
have
sure
it written down.
But they're gonna be running San Francisco's offense.
Bobby.
Yep.
It's Bobby something. I don't know. I don't know who that is. So
it'll take Bobby some time, So
it'll take Bobby some time. All right. So it get a little better. I have the Falcons at 27.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That one I don't. This is the first one I don't agree with.
Okay, let's hear why.
Well, like I said earlier, with their schedule, I think the Falcons might be a 7 to 9 win team, with a chance to win 9 games. I'm taking that. I'm taking the more than the 7 because of the schedule, the run game, and everything else. But I just feel like if you, in my opinion, the Rams are not better than the Falcons right now. Like, no. I'm surprised you haven't said the Rams yet.
Right.
I'm not big on Ritter. Honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Desmond Ritter would maybe come to the conclusion, guys. Of course, they're gonna run the ball with Robson. We just got stacked the box. Ritter beat me. That was the Saints did to him last year. We stacked the box and okay, Ritter, have at it. And he was.
Don't they have? Don't they got the kid that was in Washington also?
Who?
Yeah, Heineke.
Yeah,
they got Heineke.
Yeah, Heineke. I mean,
he might start.
Well, if anything, the one thing we can say about Desmond Ritter and company, they have the talent to get it done. So if the quarterbacks can't get it done, obviously Atlanta will know what they need to do in the future.
Yeah.
I like Drake London, and Kyle Pitts.
Everybody.
And you add the kid from Texas now.
Somebody dogging Kyle Pitts on this show.
The running back from Texas.
That's
nice.
Yeah, okay, Flawed. There we go.
Dude, Pitts sucks in fantasy, man.
Yeah, he does. I took him.
Supposed to be a walking mismatch, man. That doesn't matter who. Look, I watched Andre Johnson have 12 different quarterbacks when I was in high school, going through college, when the coach used to play him, and he used to kill us. He didn't have nobody throwing to him. So when I say somebody supposed to be a walking mismatch, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I seen DeAndre Hopkins do the same.
Yeah. He had T.J. Yates, Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett.
Yep.
Horrible quarterback. Brock Osweiler. We signed him
Right.
to a 4-year deal. That was horrible.
Exactly. I
So
wouldn't have that
Flawed,
opinion. Go
I
ahead.
might have reached a little bit, of course, but me being a Saints fan,
Yeah, you look biased.
yeah, I'm a little biased, but you know they did it. Of course, they have Saints personnel over there, so it's the
So let me ask
New
you this:
Orleans
you think the
Falcons pretty
Commanders?
much.
You think the Commanders are better than the Falcons?
The only reason I say yes is because the defense and what they did without a quarterback. Well, Taylor Heineke was there, but they play a lot of with a lot of heart last year.
Hey,
What?
bro.
Come on, man. No,
Listen, bro. I'm gonna throw a
Commanders
flag
play with a lot of heart.
because you just pretty much on in front of everybody. You just said, "Cause I'm a Saints fan, I'm a big fight." You can't do that. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right.
I mean,
That
the
ain't
Falcons
right.
gonna Falcons. The only reason the Falcons might succeed because of the Saints
Hey,
personnel
had you
over
not
there.
said,
It's the New Orleans Falcons right now.
had you not said that out your
All right.
mouth, I'd have been with you until you said, "Cause I'm a Saints fan." That listen, you looking at that roster that the Falcons have compared to the Rams. I mean, Aaron Donald's not going to be there. They're talking about trading Aaron Donald.
No Jalen Ramsey no more. What do the
Possibly
Rams
Rams
have?
could be where they're at the bottom of the NFL. But with that being said, brother, you got to take your heart out of it for a second. So you got to do a switcheroo right now, dog. You got to do a switcheroo.
Cooper Cup about to get 300
I mean,
targets.
like I said, after Flowers spoke on it and broke it down, I looked at it. I was like, yeah, they do have a pretty good roster because they added Jesse Bates and Jeff Odoku.
Yeah.
Defensive lineman from the Saints. A couple of them guys.
Bud Dupree and Lorenzo Carter. Another safe player, Caden Ellis.
You know what I'm saying, man? You think I'm saying they're gonna have a chance to, maybe sneak in.
Little brother want to be like big brother so bad. That's crazy.
I really wish Deshaun would have went to the Falcons, man, just to give you.
That would have been nice.
Nah, them last strip clubs ain't no good.
Magic City.
He made the right choice. He go to Cleveland where there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. Cleveland's a sleeping giant over there. Over there.
Well, yeah, that's true. LeBron is from there, so. At 26, now I have the Rams. At 26. I mean, there's nothing good I can really say about them. I just feel like with Stafford coming back, and now they feel I don't know, they feel energized with the running game because McVay was Gleason over what's the kid's name? I forgot. The running back.
Which one?
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers. He was praising.
What?
He came out praising Cam Akers. No, he's not. He's not
in the doghouse no more. Okay.
He's not in the doghouse anymore. He came out praising Cam Akers, saying he looked great and all this jazz. So if they can figure out the running game, I think that'll help out a lot. Cam Akers, before they benched him, was beasting. And Cooper Kupp coming back, that's another reason. They gave him their weapons. We saw Tyler Higbee take a big step last year without a quarterback. Now, like I said, Stafford's coming back. So the offense should be gaining traction, right? It's just defense.
I don't trust that offensive line either.
Pro Football Focus how their O-line going in 28.
Stafford about to go back to it's going to be Lion Stafford again, carrying.
I mean, it's possible.
It's going to have to be. It's going to have to be. They paying him too much. Well, so much. I ain't going to say too much. They paying him so much.
Stafford should he should retire.
He should have. I mean, it's possible for the Rams to definitely win more than 5 games with Stafford.
Hey, look, so I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to be a big brother to you. I hate the Rams. Okay? I'm not going to say they need to be lower because they do need to be lower, but what you got to make is fine. But I am enjoying what they're going through. I hope it's to oblivion. I hope it's forever.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I know that the NFL, they did the NFL. They wanted to win the Super Bowl, and this is the downside of doing what they did.
They the steady team. They went straight from the peak straight to the valley.
To the
And,
outhouse. To the
and
penthouse to the outhouse.
I can understand why y'all actually had the Rams lower because they had no draft picks, so they couldn't rebuild, they couldn't retool
For the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes, so they might be 28.
They had an
around there.
all-star team. They really had an all-star team, man.
Yeah, they bought that championship.
Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey,
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Floyd.
Yeah, they lost Leonard Floyd.
Got OBJ.
Leonard Floyd went to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Sean Robinson went to the Giants. So the Rams, they lost a good bit of defensive guys.
Yeah. Aaron Donald's only going to be there for so much longer, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to get something to be able to reveal somewhere, some way, some. It's going to have to be Aaron Donald.
He ain't got nothing else to prove.
No.
All right, at 25, I have the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Rodgers took this team of rookies, of young guys who didn't know how to play the receiver position to 8-9.
Wait.
Hey, you bringing that out too many times.
Wait. So you saying the Packers? You saying the Carolina Panthers are better than the Green Bay Packers?
Yes.
You saying
I'll take Bryce Young over Love right now.
You taking who?
I ain't even seen Bryce Young.
Bro, come on. Bryce Young throwing to.
He has Marshall, the kid from LSU. He has a vet and Adam
If he ain't
Thielen.
got Odell and Jarvis Landry, I don't care who he got. If he ain't got,
They retool RC. The Panthers retool some receivers. They got some.
Now, you know what? I'm gonna go RC on that. The only reason I'm saying this because I don't trust Frank Wright early.
No,
I seen him for 5 or 6 years.
Come on, guys. You know,
I don't trust Frank
defense
early.
better? All right, we look at what's compared to who defense is better, Green Bay or the Panthers?
Green Bay.
Toss up. It could be either or.
Panthers added way more pieces in the offseason.
Who they had?
Who the hell?
Let me bring it up.
Lay it on me.
Lay it on me, cause
I ain't expect to hit the Panthers this early with y'all.
They better add Lawrence Taylor and Sam Fields and the line.
Well, it's a coin flip. We can be. Let's be honest. It can be a coin flip with the play.
Yeah. Because I'm not too far off, but they added Miles Sanders, right? Adam Thielen. They added Von Bell, the anchor of the Saints defense and the anchor of the Bengals defense. They added Hayden Hurst, Shaq Tuttle. He was the anchor of the Saints D line. He's a nice young piece.
But listen, wait a minute. These anchors you talking about? Listen, let me tell you something, bro. Ain't no way in the hell you keep telling me these guys are great. But the Panthers are they were picking that high for a reason. They gonna turn around and beat. That means what
you don't understand. They right there. They didn't have a quarterback. The offense was a mess with Ben. The offense was a mess with Ben McAdoo. That's just point blank. That's just point blank.
But my question to you as a Saints fan, you saying that the Falcons and the Panthers are going to be that much better than the Buccaneers? You saying they're going to be that much better?
Yes. Okay. I think the Panthers will give us.
Panthers had the Bucks number last year.
I think the Panthers give us a run for our division.
Ain't none of them got no quarterback, bro. Listen, Bryce Young is out of La La Land, bro. Listen, he out of La La Land, bro.
I just don't trust Frank Wright early because his team, the Frank Wright teams, get off to bad starts early and then they find their way late. So that's the only thing I would say.
Let me tell you what Bryce Young is in for. The Mac Jones experience. You can no longer hide behind the best players in a sport. The guys you're gonna be playing against, or playing with get paid. Mm-hmm. Some of them are motivated, not gonna be motivated. You don't have a disciplinarian in Nick Saban. You finna come off behind that protective shield and be exposed to the world. And you're undersized. So you mean to tell me that Bryce Young is better than Jordan Love right now? Yes.
You know how much flack I gave Bryce Young. And we saw Jordan Love play, and we haven't seen Bryce Young play. That's how much
Jordan Love to his. I'm gonna defend him. He was in Aaron Rodgers' seat with Brett Favre. Brett Favre had Aaron Rodgers on the bench for a little while. Jordan Love was in that position, but Jordan Love has benefited from being behind Aaron Rodgers and learning. So now
Aaron Rodgers didn't teach that man nothing.
Well, see, let me object to that. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but even though Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre, they still had a 6-10 season on his
Yeah,
first year.
yeah, yeah. But I just don't see where there's this big margin
It's a
of
bit.
like how are you grading the Panthers and the Rams and the Panthers are that
Yeah,
high on your list? I
They
just
got
don't
better
believe.
talent as
they
a
have
team.
better
They probably got
and
better
better
talent as
leadership.
the Rams.
Better leadership too.
Well, think about it though. See, the Panthers and the Packers are honestly similar
They
if
are
you
the
really
same
think
thing
about
pretty
it.
much. Yeah. But I take the veteran-led Packers who've been there. They got the same
Is he
coach.
really a vet?
But this is what I'm saying.
No, I see what he's saying. He right.
The Packers have they're off. It was a bad marriage. They're free now.
Yeah,
Okay. Who we gonna
They
find out which? Hold on. We're gonna find out which one of them is Ike and which one of them is Tina. What happened to Ike? What happened to Tina? Tina went off and made records and became famous, and Ike went off into whatever. So is Aaron Rodgers Tina Turner or is he Ike Turner? Because the Packers might be better off without Aaron Rodgers as well.
that's
I don't think
fair.
so.
That's fair. No, that's
Well, they
fair.
might they might run the ball more.
Well,
I give them
hold,
that.
hold on. Let me say this too, Ben, because RC isn't wrong with his point of saying Jordan Love is better than Bryce Young because Jordan Love has been a professional for 3 years. So he's seen and practiced things that Bryce hasn't seen yet. I mean, it takes you 3 years, in my opinion, to get acclimated truly to the NFL. So Jordan might come out and play great or play well. I mean, he honestly Jordan can do just as much as Aaron Rodgers did, and they still win the same amount of games.
Bro, can I ask y'all a question? Is Bryce Young better than Kyler Murray?
I mean, you can't say that yet. I mean,
I'm
he ain't
saying,
playing
Look,
yet.
I'm not gonna discredit
I
Bryce
would
though,
take
bro.
Bryce Young. I would take
I
Bryce
think
Young.
Bryce is
If I
smarter.
started,
I would
yeah.
take Bryce.
okay,
All right.
but
Yeah.
this is the one thing I've seen, bro, when it comes to Alabama quarterbacks. Outside of Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts exceeded my expectation as a quarterback.
Mhm.
With the durability, he's just a dog. He has
Yeah,
that mentality where I want to
He
rise
got the
up.
mentality.
He wasn't expected to be what he is. He kind of overachieved and still going to overachieve and do more. But those other guys were expected to be great. They
yeah.
was expected to
See,
be great guys.
see. Let me ask you this
Tua
though,
and
real
Bryce
quick.
Young,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Gavin.
Tua and Bryce Young kind of have the same demeanor to me. Like they have that. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be solid. I think, but I don't think he'll ever be elite.
Never.
My question.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Fowles.
Hey, well, not a question. My opinion. My opinion, as far as with Bryce Young, he's had the lesser talent between Mac Jones, Tua, and Jalen Hurts at
Yeah.
Bama offensively.
He don't have a
My
2 number
opinion.
1.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. And he did great. Just my opinion. That's why I think Bryce is going to have a legitimate chance. As long as he's healthy. I just feel like he's done more with less. He didn't have what Mac Jones, Tua, and Jalen had at Bama.
Mhm.
Not that I'm saying that he didn't have good talent, but he didn't have extraordinary talent
He didn't have
that
5
those
first
guys
round
had.
picks. 5
That's
first
true.
round picks.
And so that's what I feel like about the Packers. I just feel like they in the division is getting tougher.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, because Bears going to be better, in my opinion.
Yeah. They're going to look like a bear this year.
Well, I had to look. I had to look at something like, dang, okay.
The Vikings have made some weird moves to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Dalvin Cook go? That was kind of dumb.
I don't know what they were trying to prove a point in that area, but
Money.
it is what it is,
That's
I guess.
all.
All right, New England at 24.
New England at 24.
They signed D-Hop?
No.
They up too high then.
And they're saying that D-Hop's probably not going to go there.
Yeah, they're talking about him going to the Titans, man. Why can't he just go to a contender, man? I want to see him win.
Yeah, they were talking about the Saints throwing that hat in there.
If he's wise, he goes somebody that can throw him the ball and give him the ball. Whether he's a 1 or 2
Patrick
option.
Mahomes
Come
or
to Cleveland.
There's
That would be smart.
Cleveland.
There's writing on the wall for D-Hop. I'm sorry, guys. I love D-Hop, but it's something to that where you're saying you're trying to convince yourself between the right now it's the Titans and the Patriots. Bro, this dude was revered and viewed as one of
Top
the best
three.
wide. You mean tell me everybody ain't trying to get you? What's going on?
Right. Well, he asking for
You
a
got a
lot.
cloud over him. Yeah, you got a cloud over him. Got
Man,
hurt, came back, so it's
Mhm.
just skepticism. Yeah,
PEDs.
that's all.
Yeah, somebody should take a shot on him, man. I mean, my God.
He ends up,
He'll
he ends up in
perform.
Kansas City. They
Well, I
going to the Super
think
Bowl.
another thing is he
Of
asking
course.
for too much money.
That's another thing. That is true. Because New England offered him a contract,
Mhm.
but it went to his liking.
If I was,
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying.
I'd take a 1-year deal and try to win a ring.
He did. He probably don't. The way I forgot what he asked for. It was kind of outrageous, to be honest. But that
Maybe
1
he wants
year,
Odell money.
Why
yeah,
can't he
that
afford
1 year.
Odell? Didn't Odell get like 18? Why can't he get like 20?
Isn't
I
Odell
think
younger?
I think that's his bar. Well, Odell got 15 plus a $3 million incentive, I think. So I'm thinking he would want something in that field. I mean, Odell got that coming off the injury, so I get D Hop's gripe about that.
Right. So everybody agree with the Patriots at 24. I mean, nothing much to say there. I mean,
It's cool, but they could be lower, but we cool with that at 24.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. We're splitting hairs.
Slowest offense in the league, in my opinion.
yes, and slowest quarterback in the league too.
Yeah.
The Panthers at 23.
They too
See,
high.
I finally slayed them in. RC, I finally got him in there. Hey, too high. Okay, we already made the argument about Bryce Young and everything. Yeah, so y'all get the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
But DJ Chark is the other receiver I was thinking about.
Okay,
I think I like that pick. I want the Saints to get him so bad. Of course, since he's an LSU guy, Saints they're not gonna jump on it. At 22, I have. You see, but that was later on in years. You know, they could have got him, then got him. All right, at 22, I have the Commanders. They went 8-8 last year. So Sam Howell will be taking over. We don't know much about Sam Howell except that he put in a first-round pick. Was that 2 years ago?
I'm curious.
First-round talent.
I got him at 23. I don't see Ron Rivera having super bad seasons.
Right.
He always finish in the middle of a pack. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this in the middle of a pack, especially in that division with the Eagles, Cowboys.
Question. Do y'all think the Commanders are better or the Giants?
I say the Giants because Saquon.
I hate the Giants.
Their defense.
The Commanders are a better equipped, in my opinion. They are a better equipped team. They're just a sleeping giant, man. The Commanders are really a sleeping giant.
Can Sam Howell awaken that sleeping giant? That's the question. That's why I say them at 22 because the defense is cool. You know, they got a nice little running game going there. The two-headed monster.
Terry Lawrence is underrated too, man. Like people don't talk about
Terry is definitely top 15. Might be top 10.
Who y'all think? Who's y'all the most boring team to watch? Mine's the Giants.
Yeah,
I hate watching the Giants.
I agree with you, Giants.
The Washington Redskins. I really feel like, man, it's a team that's they dangerous, bro, because they got a real dominant, like scrappy defense. They're built just like the Saints. They built just like the 4 downs on defense.
Mm-hmm.
They can get after your. They got pass rush. They can get after your quarterback. They got the back end's pretty good. The linebackers is okay, but that's another team. Cam Newton can come on and just really help. I just feel like
stop it with Cam.
If Riverboat run with he might get a chance.
Have a Cam, but I'm tired. Dude's not a team, RC. Let's leave him alone. He's not here. Let the man rest.
Garoppolo keep getting jobs. If I'm talking about if you keep hiring guys, we've
Brian
seen
Hoyer
do the job.
Man, nobody wants
Brian Hoyer
Pebbles on their team.
That's mine. Brian Hoyer right there.
Jared Stidham getting a job.
Nobody wants Fruity Pebbles on their team, RC.
How has Brian Hoyer been in the league this long?
I don't know, man. He knows somebody. He got some paperwork on somebody.
Because he wear a nice suit with no flamboyant colors and with a feather sticking out his scalp, looking like a Batman villain. You know, he look like a regular guy rather come to work. That's what. You're not wearing pants that's too small, showing his ankles.
That sounds like a you thing with Cam. Why you don't think he could be in the league?
wearing his white pity loafers. So
But
Come on
yeah,
now,
imagine
Brian
so,
Hoyer can be in the league. Being, come on, man, you gotta start doing
so
Cam like that, man.
you
I,
know
wa-
what they. And I
I
don't
watched
say
a
it.
little. I watched a little Sam Howell last year, and I feel like the guy could be. He has potential. It kind of reminds me of Carson Wentz. I know that's not a great comparison of
Good
anybody,
Carson Wentz.
but yeah, so it's like
How
hit or
tall is Sam
miss.
Howell? Like 6 feet? 6 foot?
He's a bigger guy.
I was thinking maybe
6'2".
6'2", 6'3" ish, maybe.
But this is my question for the GM. Actually, they got the offensive coordinator from Kansas City.
Bien. Mm-hmm.
Being
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what you're gonna do with this kid, because who's behind this kid? What happens if this kid don't play well for them? I mean,
You talking about Sam Howell?
yeah,
They got Jacoby behind him.
that's another
Yeah.
dude that's stealing money. Let me tell you, man, Jacoby
He's a
Brissett.
veteran, man.
Oh man.
Oh, then
He
they
like
got
Josh
Jake
Johnson.
from
Kobe
Georgia.
ain't that guy.
He like
No,
Josh
from
Johnson. Let me tell
the
you,
Rams, I
he
think.
like Josh Johnson. He gonna come in and win you one game. He stole a game from me, Gatwood last year. He lost me some money. I'm thinking he's gonna go in there and live. He said he went out there and look like Tom Brady. I'm like, come on, Jacoby.
You give Jacoby some time, he gonna put it in there, man.
He
That's one
said,
thing I will say.
He said, "Come on,
This man shoulder
Jacoby."
pads up here like this, that big old real thing. I'm like, man, you got on that protection, bro. You in the
That's early
backup.
2000s. That's
Who he
early
do is practice.
2000s.
Bro, I'm talking about you got the Brady's. You could tell the Brady guys that play behind Brady, they got the sleeves cut right here, the
Hanging.
pad way up here, real protection. I'm like, come on, Jacoby, you're not gonna get hit, bro. You're not getting hit. You don't play enough.
So this is what bothered me right here, though. The offense was ranked 20th with Tyler Heineke. Can Sam Howell improve that? That pass
It can't
offense
be
was
much
ranked
worse.
21st. Their pass ranking offense was ranked 21st, but their rushing games was ranked 12th. So they had that going for them.
I think
If
Tyler
they can bump
Heineke,
that passing up to like 18, 17, they'll be
Yeah.
formidable.
I think Tyler Heineke and Sam Howell is the same damn player.
Like, you're right about that.
I want to see Sam Howell, man. He has some tools. I'm interested to see how he plays. Like if he gets the reins this year.
Right.
Bro,
I don't know, man.
You got to take a
Like I
shot.
said,
on
and
somebody.
then that's a tough division, man. They got some good defense in that division. So I want to see how he goes
Bro,
against
listen.
them.
Tyler Heineke was slicing and dicing them division, them teams you talking about. He beat the Eagles. Tyler Heineke.
It's Tyler Heineke, though. That boy's a baller. That boy got heart.
But you don't like Brock Purdy. You don't like Brock Purdy. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Undersized.
Man, nah, he can throw. He can complete a 5-yard pass. Oh man, did y'all see that? At least see what he did. All right, come on, man. He throwing the Chris McCaffrey out the flats.
Dude,
But
where
listen,
did they-
my point is Tyler Heineke and Sam Howell. You can't really go wrong with either or if you just protect them from themselves and don't ask them to be anything outside of that. I think this kid's gonna be fine. That Cowboys, Dak's gonna throw the Redskins some balls sometime. You're gonna have the Eagles not gonna look like they did last year, and the Giants, God knows what they gonna look like. Like, good
they
luck.
must have
Nah,
I
I
don't know.
like.
They
We're
got
gonna
Dan
get to the
Waller.
Giants. I feel like the Giants. I say what I feel about the Giants.
Who's
But
signed
at
Andy
21, huh?
Who signed Andy Dalton? I forgot. Y'all remember Andy?
The Panthers.
Carolina.
Okay, that's right.
Carolina. All right. So at 21, I had the Vikings. They went 13-4 last year. I'm not seeing that. They had the 29th rushing offense with Dalvin Cook. So you tell me they're gonna get better without him. The defense ranked 31st. You telling me that the defense gonna be able to stop people without them actually adding pieces? They drafted Jordan Addison. They took a receiver in the first round when I felt like they probably should have took corner, maybe a linebacker.
That tells you their direction right there. They took Addison. They gonna throw the damn ball.
Kirk Cousins, let's let Captain Kirk throw the ball 50 times and still come out landing a goose egg in the playoffs. So yeah, that sounds like a great recipe right there.
They were undefeated in one possession games last year. I think they were like 8-0, or it might have been better than that.
That's pretty solid then. But
Not gonna happen this year.
yeah, they did sign Brian Murphy at corner from Arizona. They signed Marcus Davenport. So they try to add a little bit defensive players to their team, but they didn't really do much.
I wanted Marcus Davenport. I think Marcus Davenport is underrated. Just the right defensive line coach. But I think what the Vikings are trying to do, they're trying to get cheap labor with getting the two running backs who nobody knows, kind of similar to what we do.
Madison,
before we got McCaffrey, we was running guys. We felt like we can put anybody back there, but it's not going to work because you got to now you're going to put more pressure on Jefferson. So
that's why they drafted Addison, hoping he can take some pressure off.
Wasn't Cook was on his last year of his deal?
Yeah, 10 mil, 11 mil, they didn't want to pay him.
So ride it out for 1 year instead of just cutting them.
So I forgot who said this. Might have been Profile Focus guy. Listen to him all the time. They said Jordan Addison had the least separation at the top receivers coming out of the draft. So can Kirk Cousins make them throws to Addison in tight windows?
That'd be a good question. Are we getting the 1 o'clock Kirk Cousins or are we getting the 3:30?
Yes. Are we gonna see more turnovers? Guys, who's another guy like that who can't create separation, but he go get the ball? Allen Robinson. You know, he always make them tough catches. Can Jordan Addison do the same thing for Captain Kirk?
Addison probably have a better chance. They probably put him in the slot and let him work. And try to get him open. A little easier that way.
A new I believe that's the other running back RC's talking about. He's the backing up Madison.
They should have drafted in the first round instead of Addison. They should, because they have Osborne. Osborne's pretty.
Yeah. KJ Osborne and they picked up Rager.
Jalen Rager.
He's back.
Yeah, they're gonna throw it over 600 times this year.
Yeah. So pick up Captain Kirk in fantasy. And Justin Jefferson. Make sure you draft Justin Jefferson in the first round.
I'm gonna go
a lot of targets.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Kirk don't make it through the season.
Why you say that? He gonna be hurt.
You're gonna get back. That means more.
You go with that much, yeah.
More chances to get hit.
So, yeah, I like that. 21.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm cool with that.
See, overall, I'm doing a solid job, ain't I?
Doing good.
I'm actually shocked. For one, I'm surprised you haven't said Indianapolis. I thought Indianapolis would have been like 25 or 24 for you.
I feel like y'all have a solid roster. I have the Bears at 20. They had that receiver DJ Moore.
They had a lot.
They did, and they fixed the O-line. They added Darnell Wright, but PFL still have their offensive rank 21st going into the season, which is kind of head scratcher.
I heard good things about DJ and the quarterback, Justin Fields. I heard some good things about them.
So I'm kind of curious. I like now their defense is gonna have to step it up even more. You know, they kind of fell off last year a little bit, but with them getting more offensive weapons, picking up Tremaine Edmonds, getting him from Buffalo, they're gonna shore up that defense side of the ball. They got, like I said, they picked up a lot of good pieces. Dave Montgomery gonna help out that running game, which is already first in the league. So we're gonna see how Justin Fields take off from here. This 20th spot all depends on Justin Fields. He can bring them, he can move them up to the top 15, or he can push them back.
The defense worries me because Eberflus is in Indianapolis. It's not the corners; it's the fact of the matter. They play a cover 2 shell, so in a sense, they don't blitz a lot, so they depend on the front four to get the pressure. So that's gonna be a big thing.
That
for them
front four is not that great.
Got to get pressure for
They're good at stopping the run.
Yeah, they're gonna stop the run, but they're gonna try to keep everything in front of them. But pressure is key in Eberflus' system.
So, do y'all feel Justin Fields take that leap to
I hope
the top 10?
I hope so, man. Chicago's been down a long time. It should be a change. This should be a change under Ham somewhere. If it's not them, Detroit, of course. The Packers have a chance to be down this year, so Chicago should take a chance. But this is the thing, we talked about Chicago a while back. Justin Field doesn't pan out. They can get rid of him. They got Carolina's pick. They'll have their pick. They can make a move to, get up in the top 3. Depending on how their season are, the Carolina season. A lot of things can go Chicago's way regardless of Justin Fields not working this year.
And it's supposed to be a good quarterback draft next year.
A lot of quarterbacks.
I hope the Saints take one for the future. All right. The Colts. There you go, Flowers, at 19.
I'm surprised.
Defense finished ranked 15th, middle of the pack, still solid. Add a quarterback, which y'all desperately need. Y'all went 4-12 because you had some injuries. Y'all getting a lot of guys back. So that's why I feel like y'all should be in the middle, like definitely jockeying for a playoff position. If y'all can get everything going with the offensive play calling.
Especially in that division, everybody's got a chance, really.
Yeah, everybody has a shot. I agree.
Anthony Richardson. I feel like he have a chance to be that Jalen Hurts for y'all.
This kid is special, man. Just being able to see him now and just to see his arm talent. I want to just talk about the kid's arm talent. If he can just put it all together, he can make any throw available to him, man. So I hope that kid figures it out.
Then he throw standing still, a flat. Well, I forgot what they call it when the quarterback stands still and he threw it. He threw it like 60 yards.
Well, he did it at the combine, but he did it in OTA too in the coach practice.
Hey, so
sidearm, 65, 70 yards.
Yeah.
So do you like his throwing motion?
Huh?
Do you like his throwing motion?
Yeah, it seemed pretty decent to me. It's not terrible. Like Trey Lance, he go open, he go up, he go under and up. No, he bring it down here and then he throw it.
Yeah, Rich is pretty crisp.
He throw like a girl, trying to throw left-handed. He's like push it out there. You know what I'm saying? So I can make that sound like, oh.
Let me brag on RC, but this shit got real quick.
No, listen, I want to start a little something because his quarterback, who's been in the league, who's gonna go down as one of the greatest. Yes, his arm was shot. He couldn't even stand to throw the football. But my point is, I watched Richardson. I heard a guy talk about his throwing motion, talk about how, they're always trying to change the mechanic. It's kind of like, why would you want to fix Reggie Miller's hand after he shoots the dirt? He does, his hands crosses over. Why? I mean, I know guys that shoot the ball and they have the form and the follow through. You ever seen Russell Westbrook? I'm telling you, he holds it and he still misses. So the throwing motion has nothing to do. You watch Jalen Hurts. He got a little hitch in that thing. So,
but some guys need to be fixed.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with Richardson. I don't think there's nothing wrong with his throwing motion. He just can make sidearm. He can make sidearm angle throws. That's just the only thing. That's the thing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with his motion.
Man. It's a different day.
Well, Josh Allen, he needed his chance because his balls was selling on some of his throws. So that's why they fixed his throwing motion. It seemed like they helped out a little bit. Now it just got help out with decision making.
Well, we got the best coach in the world for Anthony Richardson. This guy was with Justin Herbert. Great. Jalen Hurts. I can go on and on, man. So the success is there if the kid puts in the work. The roster is there, man. I'm trying not to be too biased about this. Like I said, I'm surprised that Ben actually had him at 19. I was like 24, 23-ish with him I was trying to be fair as I possibly could, because either team is going to go up or down, but I like us being slept on. We lost a lot of one-possession games last year, a lot of injuries, man. But we have a great defense, a lot of great defensive players, a lot of good talent coming in. The running game is going to be something to be feared with Richardson, Jonathan Taylor.
I like that dynamic duo right there because now you can pull that Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders type stuff, and it's going to work out good for y'all. I didn't know y'all added Isaiah McKenzie. That's a great pickup.
Yes. McKenzie, along with the Josh Downs kid. I think we got a chance to surprise some people if it can come together early and we get some early wins and be consistent. I think we might have a chance to maybe fight for a wild card position.
That's what I'm
Whether it's
thinking
that
too.
or we win 6 or 7 games, I'm optimistic regardless because of the reset.
Yeah, because all this is going to change. Pro Football Focus have y'all O-line ranked 10th going into the new season. So that's astounding. Especially with a young rookie quarterback, a running game is coming back online. Your rushing offense was ranked 23rd. That's going to change. Your passing offense was ranked 23rd. That's going to change. And
it might. I can see our passing, and we have talent. Like the Alex Pierce second year, he's put on about 10 pounds. He's a sleeper on the outside. Pittman's contract year. We're big, man. Alley Cox. Oh my goodness, we have some big tight ends, big wide outs. We have everything that's needed for this kid to be successful.
Yeah, and y'all got the right pieces with the receivers. You want a slight guy, fast guy like Isaiah McKenzie. You want your big bodies like Michael Pittman Jr. on the outside. The offense was ranked 27th last year. Like I said, I feel like all the numbers right there is going to go up. So that's why I have that at 19. All right, 18. I have the Detroit Lions. I mean, we bragged on the Lions all last year. They were so close to making the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is gone. The division wide open. So why can't the Lions take the division and
they could
playoffs?
They could be a little higher than 18, but that's not a bad number.
Yeah, I just don't want to go be overzealous.
I understand.
Jared Goff,
Stop. Wait a minute. RC, put that damn light up. I will not continue to let you slander this man.
No, man, no.
Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback. Face it.
Stop hating. Hold on. If Jared Goff is such the man, if Jared Goff is the guy, why did they draft Hendon Hooker?
Listen,
third round.
Because look, they know. They say Jared Goff, you got one more chance, boy.
Bro, listen. Hendon Hooker will never play the National Football. He will not be starting.
Oh wow!
Joshua Dobbs over again, man.
If you take last year Andy Dalton out of New Orleans, now I'm going to get him flowers, and you put Jared Goff in New Orleans, and you give him a healthy Mike Thomas with that star running back Alvin Kamara and those emerging receivers, a good defense, Chris Olave. You mean tell me that you ain't going to the playoffs, man?
What school did Jared Goff go
to? Answer the question, bro. Answer the question. Are you going to the playoffs?
I mean, it's possible. It's
possible.
You taking yourself with Derek Carr. You can't take yourself with Jared Goff.
It's possible. It's possible.
Look what he took to the doorstep of the playoffs. Beat up a potential playoff team. He took guys that we probably wouldn't have viewed as being like really truly, bro. He didn't have a number one receiver. Like that St. Brown kid emerged, but he ain't. He
don't do St. Brown like that.
He ain't Jamar Chase.
Doing golf like that.
He ain't Jamar Chase. He ain't Jamar Chase. And then in the backfield, you got Jamal Williams who bounces from team to team, and an inconsistent Swift. So you mean tell me you give?
No, he wasn't inconsistent.
You give.
They got Gibbs and Montgomery now, right?
Yeah, they got Gibbs and Montgomery.
The last time I saw Jared Goff with a star running back in the backfield, Ty Gurley, they was in the NFC Championship game on the way to the Super Bowl. So you mean
why that defense was outstanding.
The Saints defense is out. Come on, man. See,
we're trying to tell you.
Offense got to contribute though, Ben. It's got to be half and half, like a marriage,
Man, we know why Sean McVay had Jared Goff on the leash. I mean, we know he's kind of incompetent sometimes.
No.
Yes. I question his smarts.
No, the only team that beat Jared Goff consistently, go look at it. He had something wrong with he saw the 49ers Crimson was throwing to that team most of the time. He was throwing to the wrong team. But he beat Seattle. I watched him go into Seattle when the Legion of Boom was really good. He walked in there and beat them a bunch. He was beating the Cardinals. He was beating you guys. He was beating people, bro. He was beating people. Don't do that.
Yeah, because he knew he was behind him. He had a great defense behind him. So
he was still number one pick for a reason.
But let's be honest here. If Jared Goff don't get it done, the Lions might be going in another direction. They might get rid of the staff.
What you saying?
I'm saying that Jared Goff, he gotta continue to play well. I mean, we see him without Sean McVay.
So
and he did okay.
He had a
Derek
great
Carter will get y'all to the Super Bowl.
Had a great season last year.
He did okay.
If Derek Carter will get you to the Super Bowl, you gonna get rid of him?
No, I mean,
it's the Lions, man.
Why would I get rid of Derek Carr? You don't get to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl.
They're in a rebuild.
Man, like
offensive line.
They didn't drop Henry Hook and just be letting him sit behind Jared Goff.
Let me talk about the line. Go ahead, get.
I was just saying they're improving every year. Their rebuild looks like it's going good to me.
It sounds good, but
I had to look at that draft again, Ben. The Lions actually had a good draft. They actually had a good draft.
I mean, yeah, they got Gibbs. Jack Campbell is a typical middle.
Let me talk about Jack Campbell real quick. Let me talk about Jack Campbell real quick because I went and looked at this guy.
Yeah,
I like Jack Campbell. He's good. He's good.
Well,
6'5", sideline to sideline, smart guy.
Will not
they need it.
Oh my goodness, yeah, he's gonna be pretty good, man.
Well, I hope the Lions do good. It's the New Orleans Lions. I mean, as y'all see, we got a couple New Orleans.
Y'all should have kept Dan Campbell if that's the case.
Well, Dan Campbell want to become a head coach, so I mean,
Ben, you act like every team want to be like the Saints.
They have Dan Campbell, who was our DC defense. He was our D coordinator, something like that.
And Glenn, Tyler not on here. Give me some sensible.
I'm telling you. No, y'all don't realize this. Aaron Glenn was our DB coach for the Saints. They have two coaches.
They don't belong to y'all, man.
I mean, come from Coventry.
They work together. So why wouldn't Dan Campbell call Aaron Glenn? Hey, come over here and be my defensive coordinator.
It's New Orleans Lions. That's what I'm saying. Just like the New Orleans Panthers. Just like the New Orleans Falcons. The Bengals will copy in our forte for
Let's say the Miami 49ers.
So Lions 18.
But for see, Flawed was the difference between us and the Saints. Like Shanahan actually have guys that go on and win Super Bowls and play NFC Championship, AFC Championship game. Like I don't know what the hell this Saints coaching tree done did.
We create teams over here. Look,
they don't rebuild. They rebuild.
Look, all right. So the Lions, they did add my guy C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Really?
They still have Aiden Hudson.
That's a good pick.
So draft the safety from Alabama. They are gonna be solid.
They gonna be good.
They added pieces where they need to. Brian Branch, as you said, from Alabama.
They gonna be good. Bro.
Branch is good.
Yeah.
They
knew they gonna need some help on defense, and we were kind of shocked with the Jahmyr Gibbs pick, but I mean,
he's good.
Look,
he's all
they
over
can
the
they
place.
can get the value out of him.
Yeah, they're gonna get value out.
Gibbs kid is good.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. I would not want to play them because I know this might sound crazy, but they mirror images of what football once looked like when it was allowed to be physical. They're gonna be there all game. They're gonna make you earn it. And I like that. I like that about them.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna be rooting for the Lions again. Even though
Question, Ben. Do you have the PFF rankings for the the Lions offensive line in front of you?
Yeah, they ranked 5th going to
they're good.
I didn't know it was that good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Big tackle.
Yeah. At 17, the 49ers.
But stop.
Hey, look.
Hey, looked up so fast.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all gonna be surprised when it gets to the 49ers what I got to say about my team. I feel like the 49ers need to be at 17, 13, 20 because you're just in the way if you ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Get out the way. If you ain't gonna win shit, get out the way.
I feel you. Yeah.
You can play for Super Bowl, I see.
It's
so at 17,
you in the way.
Yeah, I feel you. They all right at the cusp. All right, 17 had the Giants. We were talking about the Giants. I want to bring up something.
That's where I got the.
You swapped them. You could have
Giants.
swapped you could have swapped them. You could have put them a little lower.
Okay.
Lions are a better football team.
Yeah, I was struggling with that. I was struggling with those two teams, to be honest, because the whole the Giants offense plus what the Lions added. Who wanted to say something about the Giants?
I like Darren Waller.
Yeah, that was a great pick.
Can he stay on the field? That's the question.
Yeah.
Didn't he get suspended for PEDs, or he was just hurt?
Oh no, not that. Just he hurt. He just hurt a lot. No, you should have a substance abuse issue when he first came to the league, but he passed all that. Now he just can't stay healthy.
Yep, rooting for him.
Gatwood, was it you that wanted to say something about the Giants?
I don't think so.
It was okay.
I was just trying to say how mediocre and boring they were.
Okay, yeah. Their O-line going into next season is ranked 29th. That would Pro Football Focus have them. Can Barkley run behind there? Their rush offense was ranked 6th, but their defense was ranked 25th. I don't know how. Their defense looked pretty solid to me. They must give up yards on the back end because their run defense was pretty solid. They did pick up Ashawn Robinson to both of their D line. Bobby Okur, that's his name, Arkey?
No. Bobby Okereke.
Oh, Okereke, there you go. Yeah, they got him from the Giants. 4 years, $40 million.
Good pickup, man. He's gonna be missed at Indianapolis, but we got somebody that's gonna fill in.
They feel like I knew that was one of the weakest points on the Giants.
Linebacker, fast as hell. He's fast.
Very good linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw the Giants was weak at the linebacker position. They just had Martinez.
Yeah, you're right, Martinez.
Mm-hmm. And they got your boy Campbell from the Colts.
Yeah, they just stealing from us, man. And you know what? Shout out to Paris Campbell because look, he has all the potential in the world. He just couldn't stay healthy. Mm-hmm. He finally started coming on last year, but every time he started to come on, he get hurt. So I pray that he continues, success and health. And, he can do something for the Giants. So shout out to Paris.
Yeah. The Giants, I didn't know they lost Julian Love. That was pretty big. That free safety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know where he went.
He went to Seattle.
That's a good pick up for Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
They got me a good price, 2 years, $12 million.
Very good price. Him and Diggs together. That's a pretty good. That's pretty solid.
How y'all feel about the Giants receiving core right now?
Mid.
Yeah.
They picked up Jamison Crowder.
On a scale from 1 to 10, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hyatt.
Too young, got to develop. We'll see what's going on with him.
Jalen Hyatt.
I mean, they had a good season. They had a good system at Tennessee. He was wide open.
I don't give a damn. They got Selma Hyatt. They ain't winning nothing. They ain't doing nothing out there. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I watched the Giants receiving core in the playoffs, I was blown away how the hell they got to the playoffs, man. That man was literally throwing nobody out there. Like Richie James was your number 2.
No.
Shouts out to Brian Dable.
Yeah, he did a hell of a job.
Most definitely. Shouts out to Brian Dable, man. Big reason. But I feel like they probably could be, I think they could be, if not your 20, definitely they can be somewhere like that. I don't think the Giants are better than any other playoff teams from this past year.
Nope.
Did we lose Gatwood?
I think so.
I don't think they're that far from the Packers. Like it's like to me, I feel like the Packers are low. I'm not gonna dispute it anymore, but I just feel like it's that lot. It's splitting hairs. So we'll see though. The Giants are gonna be they're gonna be haunted now. They're not gonna be creeping up on nobody.
That's true. That is true.
All right. So at 16, I have Seattle Seahawks at 9-8. Yep, at 16, 9-8. They went 9-8 last year. I got them at 16.
Seattle is sneaky. They are a sneaky team this year. Possibly dark horse team. because the NFC is so bad.
Mm-hmm. Somebody got to make the playoffs, bro.
Somebody got to make the playoffs. The Seahawks might be a top 4 or 5 seed.
Yep. The only thing about the Seahawks that worries me is I'm a Geno guy, but now he's got his money, and now teams going to be. They've been reintroduced to Geno. We got film on him now. Now what he looks like. Can he consistently put years together and be consistent and be good quarterback? That's going to be the telltale right there for them.
I don't think that 70% completion percentage was a fluke, though.
No, I don't think it was either. It's just I just feel like I in his case, don't come out and try to be anything more than you already was. Just be consistent.
Right.
Be consistent, man. Because he hadn't had an opportunity like this since he came into the league to be the starting quarterback second year in a row like this. So,
how old Geno? What, like 32, 33-ish?
Yeah.
I think that's going to play a great part in Seattle being good this year. The offensive line will be a year better. Cross and the other tackle, they'll be better this year. All the defensive pieces they've added, the Jigba. I think Seattle has a good chance, man, to probably win 10 games. I'm going to say they win 10 games this year.
Yeah, they're going to give us everything we want because the rival. And like I said, like you said, I think they're a lot higher. I would have them a lot higher on the list.
16 is not bad. So we're at 16, right?
Right. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Let's say between that 13, I definitely between the 12 and 16 range.
Yeah.
They run. This is where it gets a lot interesting because a lot of these teams, you can go back and forth with.
Right.
Yeah, that's one.
Now, what the hell do you got the Broncos at?
Come on. Come on.
Are you waiting for the Broncos? You waiting?
Yeah. You don't think the Seahawks better than the Broncos?
I think you showing them some love because they got Sean Payton.
Yep.
No, man.
Yep.
No, that's
there
totally not
it.
it.
Going with his heart on the line.
That's totally not it. We gonna get to it. Still is at 15. They went 9-8 last year. They added a lot of good pieces to their team.
Yeah.
They fixed the O-line. I feel like the receiving core is gonna be better. So
gotta fix that O-line. Gotta get that O-line going.
Yeah.
Najee Harris is a good offensive line away from being a 15 plus all-purpose yard back in this league consistently.
I'm kind of torn with the Steelers, but they're right where they should be on this list. I just think Seattle's better than Pittsburgh. I'm a little biased.
Seattle better than Pittsburgh. I like the Pittsburgh defense. They young and fast.
When TJ Watt plays, they win 70% of their games.
Yeah, I think where I'm picking Seattle is I've seen Seattle consistently do it year in and year out. There hasn't been no rebuild. It's just reload. You got to think about it, man. Like they went to the playoffs last year when they lost their star quarterback or their quarterback that's been there for years. They went to the playoffs.
That's true.
When the Steelers lost Roethlisberger, they went to the house. So, I would take the Seattle Seahawks over Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's good where they at.
Mm-hmm.
Got an early test, first game of the year. They play the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Niners first off the bat.
That's right. So Steelers at 15. Like I said, I feel like they added some good pieces in the off season, and they always in the middle of the pack. And Patrick Peterson, nice very defense for the secondary. Keenan Neal.
He's got a mentor and tutor.
No disrespect to Patrick Peterson. No disrespect.
He's a veteran leader.
I seen a picture of Patrick Peterson in the Pittsburgh Steelers stuff, and I said, man, it's time for you to retire.
Yep.
He don't look right.
He looked old.
And bro, he's at the point of his career. He's like Sherman. Richard Sherman goes from Seattle and ends up in 49ers and get a little something back, and then he goes over to Tampa Bay. It's over, it's over.
Yeah, he's on his last leg.
Get out of the way, bro.
But he bring that veteran presence today.
Go play safety.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Go play safety. Leave that cornerback alone now. Play safety.
All right. The Broncos at 14.
That's too damn high.
That's too high, bro.
How?
That's too high.
That is too damn high.
I mean, that O-line is going to be ranked 11 going into the season.
You got
defense
them,
ranked 8.
You got them ranked high. Why?
New offense.
No, be honest. Tell them why. We want to hear the truth.
Sean Payton, he has a star quarterback.
Ding, 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 ding.
He gonna bring
Wait a minute, bro.
Russell Wilson back to earth.
So what's Denver's rate? What do you have Denver ranked in the AFC West for them to be this high?
I didn't really look towards the AFC West because they could. Yes, I think I probably have them third, but that's good enough to make the playoffs.
That's good enough for them to be 14, the 14th best team in the league.
Bro, you got them giraffe booty high. That's too high, bro.
They need to be moose booty high.
Look, I don't understand why y'all think it is high. They fixed the O-line. They signed all them guys to fix the O-line. They still have a great defense intact.
It's not fixed until you see them on the field. My question for you is, first of all, do you believe that Sean Payton and Russell Wilson going to be able to come together? Because, they saying that Russ had to get rid of his offense to say everything had to change. Russ had to be changing again. So you think Russ going to change who he is as a quarterback to become Drew Brees? He's not Drew Brees. He's not Drew Brees.
You see what Sean Payton do with good quarterbacks? I mean, come on now.
He only had one.
Well, if he had Drew Brees' personality, I feel better about it. You got your own office and everything else. Sean Payton
has success with Pete Carroll. He had success with Pete Carroll. So why would he not have success? Huh?
I'm gonna tell you, Sean Payton. He's Bruce Arians.
Come on now, that's disrespectful.
No, disrespectful. Bruce Arians got a Super Bowl.
That's very disrespectful.
How's that disrespectful?
Bro, Bruce Arians probably a better all-time coach.
Hey, I'm pretty sure a lot of people not saying Bruce Arians is a Hall of Fame coach.
Bro,
he has a very good chance to be.
No Hall of Fame coach. Who said Sean Payton Hall of Fame coach?
A lot of people. He's a first ballot.
Bro, Bruce Arians is over Sean Payton.
Bro, listen to me.
That's hogwash.
Listen to me.
Bruce Arians has more championships than Sean
Bruce
Payton.
Arians coached Peyton Manning. He coached Bill
Roethlisberger.
Hold on.
You see the pattern, right? You see the pattern.
Who has Sean Payton coached outside of Drew Brees?
Exactly. He done more with less. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Man,
Bruce Arians has had more.
Teddy Bridgewater, and we literally made the playoffs.
The team, though, look at the team you had.
Come on.
Okay, watch this. See, I'm about to get them right here. Bruce Arians took when Chuck Pagano got cancer. Arians took over. The Colts were not expected to do anything that year, and they went on a hell of a run and made it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on. If he was such a great coach, why would Tom Brady deflecting Bruce Arians plays and coaching style? He's like, nah, bro.
Because Brady has an ego. That's why.
No. Now it's Brady.
It's Tom Brady. It's
play calling.
Tom Brady wants to play a certain way. Bruce Arians wants to throw the ball down the field. He did it with Roethlisberger, Andrew Luck, Carson Palmer, all these successful quarterbacks he had success with. Now, the turnovers might have been a little more, but still, that's just because of the high risk going down the field. Now, Jameis Winston, on the other hand, just a bad decision maker.
So exactly, but he wanted to continue to throw the ball downfield with a bad decision maker, knowing good and well what's going to happen. But
that's fine. Wait.
Whoa.
It's fine that he calls plays to go down the field, but there are also routes that are installed for check down and underneath concept that Jameis could have looked at, but he chose to say F it. Let me see if he's down here.
What's the difference between Sean Payton and Doug Peterson?
Ooh.
I mean, I can see the similarities in that. Doug Peterson not a bad coach. I can see the similarities in that. Doug Peterson.
Okay, so do you think Doug Peterson is a Hall of Fame coach?
Yeah.
And Bruce can't be?
No, he's not.
What? How is Bruce Arians not? Why do you think Bruce Arians isn't?
Kai, he's not that great of a coach. All he want to do is just throw bombs 24/7.
He's developed 10 quarterbacks. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they ran his old tail back up to the front office too.
No, bro. He just wanted to keep the peace between him and the GOAT. But okay,
Man,
all right.
okay.
All right,
Wait,
you just okay. You got him at 14. Okay.
I missed a few. Who's 16 and 15?
Steelers at 15. Seahawks at 16.
Okay.
So you saying the Broncos are better than the Seahawks?
Yes, Seahawks is.
Didn't the Seahawks beat the Broncos?
They have another guy just
Yeah,
as
first
like
game.
Jared Goff. He's like a one-hit wonder. So I want to see him do it another hit.
Why you do? I've never understood your hate towards Geno. That makes no sense.
He just
70%
got
completion
quarterback.
rating for a whole season. And you talking about this man can't play.
It's a great
Okay.
story.
Great story.
And now the offense is better.
Atwood, this is not Disney.
Bro, he had a great
The
season.
NFC was better
If you
this
want a
past
great
year.
story,
I
The
like
NFC was better this
we
past
talking about,
year.
we
It is
talking
terrible
about
this year.
I like that. This is not Disney because you know what? We'll all be fired. Let me tell you something. I don't
See,
believe
you know,
I don't think you can look. I don't think you can take your heart out of this stuff, man. You can't put. I'm a Phil Jackson fan, but when he wouldn't coach the Lakers and then he left the Lakers, went to the Knicks and started running that organization, he ruined it. And I call it how I see it. It is not fair for Sean Payton to be moseying around here like he's some savior because you saying, listen, if Brett Favre don't do the unthinkable, we're not even having this conversation about
That is
your
true.
coach. Brett
That
Favre,
is
all
true.
he had to do was lay down, they kick a field goal, they go to the Super Bowl.
Come on.
That
man.
is
You
true.
say about
That is so true.
You say
That
about
is so
live
true.
And the bounty.
That is not a bounty. Every team did it. And,
Bro, listen,
If Brett
look, how
Favre
many
just
times I got
touch
to
the
defend
ball
the
and
bounty?
run, we're not
Bro,
having this
that
conversation.
Vikings team was loaded.
There's no
Let me
way.
tell you,
There's no
do y'all
way.
not, they call, look, you see how the NFL twist words? The Saints had one of the lowest injury percentage that season. So that means when they play against other teams, they'll hardly no injuries. So how can it be a bounty to hurt players if they had one of the lowest injury percentage per
bro.
game?
You see Brett
Come
Favre
on
body
now,
after that
facts
game?
are facts,
Look,
man.
I'm not disputing that. I'm disputing this. You had to have the unthinkable, the unimaginable. Like this, I'm telling you, it's the most boneheaded play in NFL history that happened. What Brett Favre did.
He do that type of stuff.
Hold on. You can't make up what he did. You won't never see it again. You won't never see it again. Ever.
Nope. The worst story I've ever seen in my life.
And after what Brett Favre just did with the welfare scandal, I don't believe that. I believe that Brett Favre could be easily bought. And you gonna tell me that you hadn't won a Super Bowl? Hold on, you hadn't won a Super Bowl since then, and you've had better teams. And you gonna tell me this guy's a great coach?
He make a point.
Year after year after year, he was picked to win and couldn't do it. And now you're gonna Cam Newton took a team to the Super Bowl that had less talent than that Saints team.
What's Cam Newton's record in the Super Bowl? And what's Drew Brees' record?
Man, we
Cam
really
Newton,
missed.
Carolina Panthers been in the Super Bowl twice, right? How many times has the Saints been in the Super Bowl?
It doesn't matter. We 100, baby. We 100 over here.
You got
losers. We ain't losers.
You'd have been 1 in 100.
Hey, we perfect though. It don't matter every time you go. You win one, you perfect.
The Saints
Y'all
really,
had better teams.
The Saints really ruined a Favre Manning Super Bowl, man.
It did.
And we got a better Drew Brees versus Peyton. New era.
Nobody wants to see Drew Brees play, bro.
You got a revenue.
So let me talk about the Super Bowl real fast.
Super Bowl, buddy. A revenue-driven Super Bowl, buddy.
If Pierre Garçon
doesn't drop
that pass, we don't have this conversation. If Pierre Garçon doesn't drop that wide-ass open pass coming across the damn middle, we're not having this conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But things
happen.
I
mean, I'm over it now.
Anyway, let's go on. Let's keep this going here. I have Flowers Dolphins at 13. Tua,
13, huh?
Yeah, we don't know if Tua can play a whole season.
They're another one of those teams that they're injury away from dropping straight out of the top 15.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why.
I actually think they can win some games with Mike White as they back up.
Yeah, but I got a message for the head coach over there in Miami.
Flowers, where you got him? I want to hear where Flowers has them. Where you got the Dolphins?
I had the Dolphins at 10.
Dude, I have them at 7.
7.
I was being modest because I could have had him at 8. I was being
7?
modest with the 10.
Yeah, bro. I
Yeah,
like the Dolphins.
bro. They got Vic
All right,
Fangio as the
the
defensive
floor is
coordinator.
y'all. So y'all tell me what y'all like about the Dolphins so much.
Chubb, Nick Chubb. I mean, not Nick Chubb. What's his name? Bradley Chubb is
Bradley
on this
Chubb,
side. The Phillips kid is on this side. Wilkins is in the middle.
Jalen
Bro,
Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator.
Hill and
some
Waddle.
heads for the roll, buddy.
Y'all naming
They about to roll.
y'all
Hill
naming
and Waddle.
names. Y'all naming names, but guess what? It's not translating over to paper.
Vic
That
Fangio was
defense-
in Denver with that defense, right?
Well,
He had Bradley Chubb, right?
Nick Vanjo,
Right.
Vanjo actually had some trouble too with his previous job. So,
But did he have this talent? Did he have this talent?
but
He
y'all,
won.
let me
with
say
the
this
Rams
though.
when they won? When he with the Rams when they
Yeah.
won?
Yeah, he was. But I'm saying y'all naming names, but their defense ranked 29. I mean, ranked 19th
last year. Now they add Jalen Ramsey, Vic Fangio,
But
and other
y'all
pieces.
dissing Jalen last year.
Yeah, but when Jalen looks real good, everybody looks real good when you got two bookends. When you got two bookends, two guys that's coming, that ball gonna come out quick, and
And
Jalen
then he
gonna be in
got
Pro Bowl again.
He might get to
Xavier
number
Howard
2.
on the other side and Holland over the top. That's a lot, man.
He might
I'm
get
not
to
saying y'all wrong, but I don't think they in the top 10.
I do.
But do you feel I agree with you, Ben, with them not being in the top 10 because of the quarterback position? If they to put somebody
Right.
behind, if they go out and they get Cam Newton again, Ben, just give me a Cam Newton or somebody like. If you're not gonna get Cam Newton, damn it, get Tyler Heineke.
They
But
might
you
well
gotta
go
get
Can I say something
if they
nice
gonna
about
get Cam
Tua real
Newton,
quick?
If they want to get Cam Newton jazzy, you can play in the NFL right now.
Let me say something nice about Tua. He put on about 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
What then he learned like Taekwondo or something,
That ain't the
jiu-jitsu or
problem,
something to
Tua.
help with his falling. So I think the kid is poised to
Hell with his
prove some
fall
people
is his
wrong.
head.
I'm saying to learn how to fall. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, when he was at
head so
Alabama,
big, like a baby, it just go head first every time.
Just bounces back.
when he was at Alabama, I've never heard of somebody learning how to fall in football. Like that's kind of like learning how to fall in basketball because you like
Learn how to
women.
slide.
Have y'all seen Victor Women? I call him women because I can't say the name. Have y'all seen Big Victor? Big Victor don't know how to fall. He don't know how to fall either. So when you saying you got to go get a fall coach, oh man, I'm scared of you. We in trouble.
No, I don't disagree.
And their defense, their O-line going into next year is ranked 20th.
They're gonna be all right.
They didn't matter last year when they were putting up all them damn points.
The reason why their O-line was that low because they didn't have consistent quarterback play. When that guy was in there, they were killing. When Tua was healthy, they were smoking everybody, man. Killing.
And year 2 of the same system, I would think the offense would be better this year.
The second's gonna look better. The running back's gonna be a little bit more comfortable. You're gonna have Tariq, who's planning on. I feel like Waller's gonna get better. Man, they're gonna be fine, man. We'll see.
Question though.
Yeah,
This is the big question. I mean, cut y'all, Ben. I'm sorry. The only question I got is Mike McDaniel mature enough to protect Tua by calling more run plays? That's my only question.
No.
They're gonna get rid because they're gonna get the ball out quicker, of course. This is gonna be a quick passing offense, I'm quite sure. But does Mike McDaniel not get beside himself and just keep throwing the ball when he can just hand it off? Where he was strong with in San Francisco. He was the run coordinator, right? The offensive run coordinator in San Francisco. So go back to your strength.
Just the kicker with McDaniels. When Tua was upright and he was healthy, Tua was accurate as a mother, man. I'm trying to tell you, like against us, he scared me before he got hurt. Before he got dinged in that game, he was slicing that zone up. I mean, he can put it where it's supposed to go. I just think the issue is he gonna get hit, bro. It's the National Football League, which stands for not for long. Because I mean, if he gets hit again, it's a wrap. I mean, he's gonna get hit again. It's coming. He's gonna get hit again, bro. He's gonna get hit again.
At 12, I have the Saints. They coming in last year at 7-10. Huh?
I thought you were gonna have him higher than that. I'm not even mad
But
at that shit.
I
I
was
thought you
picking
was
with
gonna
him
have him
earlier. I was picking with him earlier because I thought he had him in the top 10. But at 12, when I look at the Saints, I think I can't go off of last year's defense because each year is different. You did lose your depth. You have not replaced that safety, Gordon Johnson. I think he was awesome with the Saints. He scared me. I mean, I think y'all value Derek Carr too much. So you're gonna tell me Derek Carr? You telling me Derek Carr is better than Geno Smith? You telling me Derek Carr is
He's
better
been
than?
doing it longer, so yeah, he's better.
No, he hadn't been doing anything long. He just been over there. He been on a bad team, putting up numbers. Like I'm just saying,
Yes,
like,
exactly. Put up numbers on a bad team that was never going anywhere.
he was giving more opportunities, man. But my point is, you got them ranked higher because of the acquisition of Derek Carr. If you take him off that team, where would they be ranked? Cause this gonna tell me what you got going on here.
All right, let's say they come in the season with Andy Dalton.
They ranked
I
where?
probably have them ranked as 18, 19.
That's high value for Derek Carr, brother. I hope he delivers.
I mean, why not, RC? We went 7-10. We barely missed the playoff. I think we missed it by one game.
Where'd y'all have the Saints?
I
What'd you
had
say?
the Saints.
Oh.
I had them. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't think
I had the Saints 17th.
I don't think the issue is Derek Carr. I think the issue is you don't have an offensive-minded head coach. You have a defensive-minded head coach. He's gonna run the ball and play defense.
He's not calling the plays.
This is why Ben is fascinated with John Gruden coming in and being a consultant.
Exactly. You want an offensive-minded head coach.
I'm just saying that Dan Allen is not calling the plays.
This is the first time Derek Carr gonna have a defensive-minded head coach. First time.
All right, so let me give you the rundown.
He had Jack back in the day when they were successful.
Del Rio.
He had Jack Del Rio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they did away with the Sean Payton offense. It's basically Pete Carmichael. They revamping it and it's his. So it's not Sean Payton plays anymore. This is Pete Carmichael plays. So the offense.
They were ever Sean Payton plays?
No, they said that, Pete was using Sean Payton, still using, their play calling like he was still there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they were trying to tell him, like, yo, this is yours. This is not Sean Payton. This is yours. You need to make it your own. And so that's what Pete Carmichael did. He made it his own this year. Guys, even some of the Saints receivers like, dang, Pete, you put this together. So they tell me that he was kind of living in the past, trying to think of what would Sean Payton do. Pretty much what would Jesus do? He was like, what would Sean Payton do?
That's
and
fair
they're
to
like,
say.
you need to do your own thing, Pete. So I think that, him having this epiphany would help the Saints offense a lot better. Plus, getting Jamal Williams and Kendra Miller to this offense is huge. With Mike Thomas coming back, I feel like he's going to come back to his old. We saw a little glimpse of that before he got hurt. Zanko got hurt last year. And we already know what kind of stud Chris Olave is. And we got Rashid Shaheed. He basically scored a touchdown every time he touched the football. So
who? Mike Jones? Who?
Listen, man, you better go put some respect on Rashid Shaheed name.
I'm putting respect on Rasheed Wallace. He don't play the football. Hey, but listen, I like how you are, bro. You gonna bring out these nobodies and make them somebody. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if the Saints don't do nothing this year, I'm gonna talk about your ass because you know why? You got them sitting in somebody's spot. You got them too high. You know it. So we're gonna wait and see.
How? We went 7-10 last year. Like we right there.
The Miami Dolphins better than y'all, bro.
No way, no how. No way,
Yes,
no how.
they
smoke him.
Okay,
They smoke him.
Man, the Dolphins, bro. The Dolphins are definitely better.
How? I mean, our defense is 10 times better than theirs. Our defense is ranked 5th. Where the offense?
Can y'all score with the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Can y'all score with the Dolphins?
Can the Dolphins score on us? Chris Olave, Marshawn. Man,
Listen,
don't
bro.
get me started on my corners, man.
Listen,
Y'all
bro.
better put some
Listen,
respect on
bro.
my
Listen, bro.
corners over here.
Here's the issue that you
Waddle
have in
and
New Orleans.
Tyreek.
Here's the issue that you have in New
Okay.
Orleans. No season is the same. I would not tell you that my defense is better than last year until I actually see it.
Bro.
Okay, I gotta see it play out because we were the number one ranked
Wow,
defense.
it's the same pieces.
Wait, but I know we have the same pieces. But guess what, bro? This is what happened in the National Football League. You're not the same. Injuries happen, things change.
Yep.
So here's the issue you're gonna have. You got a coach that's there year 2 who should not be still there. You know, he was on the hot seat. I feel like, you might have missed your opportunity last year to make the playoffs. Somebody else reemerges. Somebody else steps up. It may be the Falcons instead of y'all. It's going to be different. This year's going to be different. I think we're going to be the number 1 ranked defense again. I don't care nothing about the same pieces.
Rank number 2.
Injuries, bro. Injuries play a role.
Exactly. RC, thank you for bringing it up. Marshawn missed half the season. Alontae Taylor stepped up, shut down the best receivers in the game. Go check him out. Go check his tape, and you see what I'm talking about.
Imagine we had Shaq the whole season last year.
What you say, Flowers?
I said, imagine we had Shaq for the whole year last year.
Exactly. We didn't have Marshawn.
Imagine if y'all had prime
Kevin Durant and get hurt in the finals against the Warriors or the Raptors.
Paulson Adebo was hurt half of the year.
If Kobe never tore his Achilles, he probably got a city ring.
We lost our best linebacker.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk. What you saying?
You sure know wood.
I'm proving my point. That's what I'm doing. We finished with the 5th best defense with injuries on that side of football. Come on now. Come on.
You want a trophy?
It wasn't the defense we were worried about.
Hey, but
exactly. And we fixed that problem. We fixed that problem with signing Derek Carr.
If the Saints are ranked, what's the Saints? 12? You said, what you said? 7?
12.
We said 12.
That means the Browns are better than the Saints. You hear what I'm saying, Gary?
I'm liking what I'm hearing.
So no, haven't heard
I'm liking
yet.
what I'm hearing.
He changed it before our eyes. Yeah, what he changed
I
before
know.
our eyes.
Dude, I could have swore he was gonna have him at like 18 or something.
Yeah, me too.
Really, y'all think so little of me?
Because of the show. He thought we were gonna bring it back.
Yeah.
So Saints of 12, y'all gonna see it this year. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, in fantasy, make sure y'all get one of the Saints players on the receivers.
The pros are big on the Saints as far as them talking about them winning the division and making a run, possibly even to the Super Bowl. So
Derek Carr's here, man. We just think
just
think about what Derek Carr went through.
Put it down. Put that down.
Man, this is if Derek Carr wins Super Bowl, that's a Lifetime movie.
Why I gotta be on that's fine. It could be a Lifetime movie. You're right.
Man, that's a Lifetime Tubi.
Straight Tubi action, dog.
That's a fictional. That's not happening. They're not beating the Cowboys. Not beating the Eagles. They're not beating the Giants. It's a Tubi. That's a Tubi movie.
We shall see. All right, I have the Chargers 11.
I like it.
It just I wanted to put the Chargers in my top 10 so bad, but it's their coach, man. I know they added what's the OC
Kellen
from
Moore.
Cowboys? Kellen Moore. I'm not high on Kellen Moore.
I'm high on him. He was not the problem.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah,
I don't like Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore.
Bro, listen to me.
He got a QB that can do anything he can call to.
Do y'all realize that team has on paper, on both sides of the ball, it's crazy talent, bro. It's just talent everywhere.
They can't stay healthy.
They can't stay healthy. The defense is always injured. So that's the problem. That's what holding them back from getting in the top 10. It's not so much of the offense. Well, this was kind of shocker to me. The Chargers' rush offense was ranked 30th.
That's not shocking.
Yeah. What's Eckler gets a lot of receiving yards out of the back.
But but Eckler can run. He can tote the ball about 20 times a game.
That was a big gripe about us last year.
Kellen Moore get that together.
Yeah. I mean, we griped about them not running the ball last year. Like, it killed me that they did not hand the ball off to Eckler.
Spiller, that dude from Texas A&M that drafted Spiller, they didn't let him run the ball more.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, and the defense, like I said, they deal with injuries so much. They ranked 20th last year. So it's a lot of problems on the defense side of the ball with injuries. More on the defense than the offense. That's where the problem lies. And hopefully they won't have Herbert throwing the ball 50 to 60 times, man. That's just it need to be around
I mean,
30.
he can, but you don't.
I wouldn't want. They have too much. They have too much talent on that offensive side of the ball for him to just air it out all the time.
That's my pipe dream for Derrick Henry to go there.
Yes.
That'd be
They're
great.
running back. They're a true running back away from really being real good.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to keep Mahomes off the field.
Dalvin
That's
Cook
right.
will be perfect there.
Yeah,
Oh
Dalvin,
yeah.
That's a good.
That's a good one. I ain't thinking about that, RC. That's a good
That
one.
will be a good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
All right, at 10, I have the Jaguars. Oh, Shine.
I could have flip-flopped them too.
Yeah.
But the Jaguars did beat them. So
Yeah, it was a melt. That was more of a meltdown-ish kind of thing.
Meltdown,
but the Calvin really coming
Yeah.
into that offense, that's huge.
We gotta get
We
on
already saw what Evan Ingram was doing. So
Christian
the
Kirk.
O-line is the only issue with this team. They got better protect Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor makes up for that, though. That's one thing we have. Like, when quarterbacks that good, they do make up for O-line discrepancies. Unless he just takes a major hit.
Didn't they get Orlando Brown or something?
He went to
Chargers.
Cincy.
I thought they did get one big O lineman. I thought they signed one big one.
I think they left tackle is suspended, if I'm not mistaken.
Juwan Taylor?
Yeah. I think he got suspended for 4 games.
Well, no, they signed back Pickens. That might what you thinking about, Gatwood.
They really didn't make no spectacular signings or anything like that. Really too much of I really don't recall their draft really standing out to me. I think we have to revisit.
They got Quentin Johnson. They drafted Quentin Johnson, and in round 2 they picked up Brenton Strange, a tight end for whatever reason, and they drafted Tank Bigsby, which is I think that's pretty solid.
Oh yeah, that can be a thunder and lightning kind of a thing with ETN.
Boy, if a dude named Tank, he gonna be good.
Yeah, he's a tough runner, Auburn.
All right, at 9 I have the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Respect. I respect the Cowboys because I think the Cowboys they're tough, and I believe that they're gonna miss Kelly Moore. They're gonna miss Tony Pollard in the beginning. If they can just hold on till he gets back, they're gonna be a problem because Parsons is gonna get better. Diggs is gonna get better. I think they're gonna be better. Super Bowl contenders, I don't think so. Because, Kellen Moore was a big deal, bro. Kellen Moore took a lot of pressure off that. But now you're going to have Mike McCarthy calling those Tecmo Bowl plays.
Conservative. But does that help that with McCarthy? And I was thinking about this today, see, now that you bring that up. Does McCarthy being conservative help Dak in a sense? Anybody can answer this question.
Protect himself. It keeps him from, but that's just it. Is McCarthy going to treat him like Aaron Rodgers? Is he going to say, hey, I'm going to let you be your own guy in your own world?
Remember now Aaron Rodgers didn't like McCarthy at the end of it because he didn't like the way he called the games.
Right. If he going to call plays, then the one thing I didn't like about McCarthy with Aaron Rodgers was with Aaron Rodgers, you don't have to rely on the run game. And he ran the crap out of Ryan Grant and Starks and all of that. He didn't resign Zeke, so they went and drafted a really small running back. So I don't know what direction they're going in the backfield. That could be a spot for Dalvin Cook or Derrick Henry. They probably won't have the money for Dalvin Cook. But Cowboys, man, is one of those teams like kind of stuck in neutral. Like, you don't know, where are you going? What are you doing?
Offense worries me.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't put him like nowhere near the top 5.
They really get no help at receiver either.
That was a tough loss.
Yeah, that's a tough loss. Yeah.
Well, they did pick up Brandon Cooks, so I think that was pretty solid.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did pick up Brandon Cooks.
But
what if CeeDee Lamb gets hurt?
This is the thing about Brandon Cook. No disrespect to him, but he's just like Jacoby Brissett. He just like what's the kid that came out of Missouri, Daniels? What's his first name?
Chase Daniel.
Chase Daniel. That guy gonna always be on somebody's team, but just be honest. when you watch him play, everything to be that small, everything is the deep ball with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like he gets open. He's a track guy. But I just feel like he kind of like remind me of Marquise Goodwin, just running down the field to get open. That don't help the Cowboys. I mean, you know, it's not like you just worried about them throwing a deep ball. He's not Randy Moss, so don't make him better than me.
Yeah, I think they're still gonna be good though.
And Dak likes using this tight end. So that's why I think Dalton Schultz leaving is a big deal.
Yeah, they're a team
that
can go up or down.
Well, they did get a tight end in the draft. That Luke.
But is it Dalton Schultz
Maker.
though? Somebody he has camaraderie with.
Mm-hmm.
That which can cause them ultimately to go down. Like that can send you to the, you know, you could be at the bottom of your division with that type of bonehead. I don't know what they were doing losing Schultz for real. Like you got to keep your tight end.
I think he only got like a 1 year deal of $10 million or something like that with the Texans.
With the Houston, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You going over there to play the Killers Road.
All right, at 8, I have the Browns.
I'm surprised you got the Browns that high.
Yeah, bro, I ain't having that high.
I didn't either, and I'm a Deshaun fan.
Yeah. Was you
I
trying
had
to
them
make
like 14.
Hey, but I appreciate that. For
Ben,
real.
was you trying to make up to us or something?
Nah. It's just like the Browns. They have a really good roster. They went 7-10 with Jacoby. Well, not Jacoby. Well, yeah.
No,
First,
you're right.
Yeah, right. With Jacoby, then Watson
The first
came in,
13.
Looked like he forgot how to play football, and hopefully, he picks it up because their O-line coming this season is ranked 2nd. So they have a lot of stuff in place for them to be good.
They got 2 really good running backs in Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Kareem gone.
He gone. Yeah, he gone.
Who he's with?
He's a free agent.
But they got another kid also.
Elijah Moore.
I can't remember.
Dude, him and Deshaun already got some connection.
Felton Jr.
Who?
Felton Jr. That's Art Flowers. Who you talking about?
Who's the other running back that I'm thinking about?
Jerome Ford.
Somebody else. They had a third. Maybe that was right, but they had another guy that they put in last year that he was pretty good too. That wasn't Kareem Hunt. It was a third guy.
Yeah,
I think I know you're talking about, but I think he's gone. Let me look at the free agent.
Okay, he might be gone.
That Kareem Hunt.
Oh, Ernest Johnson. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
He went to Jacksonville.
Kareem Hunt needs to be starting somewhere.
Yeah.
He's too good.
I wouldn't be
The
surprised.
NFL, man. I just don't understand how they value running back so badly, man. Kareem Hunt's what, 27?
Kareem Hunt would be good in San Diego too.
Yes, very.
Yeah,
maybe he'll
San
get
Diego
somewhere.
may get him a call.
Camp. Yeah, maybe training camp he'll sign somewhere.
Kareem Hunt's a dog.
Mm-hmm. All right. At 7, I have the Jets.
Too high.
That's a little high for the Jets.
Man, I don't see how that's high because, like I said, the defense is top notch. Aaron Rodgers coming in to right the ship.
Say, bro.
I mean, I feel like they're better than the Browns and the Cowboys.
I'm about to get you again there, bro. So do you think he better? Do you think the Saints are better than the Jets? I think the Saints right there with the Jets. I think
that's
right
tough.
there.
That'll be a good matchup. I can't for sure say
has did it consistently, have they not?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is a difference, right? Watch this, Flawed. So Aaron Rodgers is a difference. I'm talking about it's a big difference, right?
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Humongous difference.
Top. Maybe
and you got
some people having the greatest ever.
Bro, I'm talking about it's a wide margin, and you got the Saints 12. You got them 12 outside the 10, top 10. How? Cause I mean, you can't. Because if the Jets are gonna be what y'all say they're gonna be, and I believe they're gonna be really good. They like, bro. When I look at their roster, they're actually a quarterback away. That's all they needed was a quarterback.
I feel like the Jets.
But look,
they're quarterback away. So,
but we say
I'm stuck on the Dolphins.
But watch this: no season is the same. There's no guarantee that defense gonna be as good as they were last year. They had to be good because that's all they had.
I mean, it's the same players. How they not gonna be the same?
You don't get what I'm saying, bro. On paper, don't win games. We come into the season. The Jets are really unproven. We just going off what we think gonna happen. Just like we
Just like
did.
There's
the
film
Broncos.
out
I
too,
want to
Ben.
call. I want to.
There's a
I want to
full
say.
season
I
of
want to say
film.
unimproved. I
We
want to
made the
say.
same mistake with the
The
Denver Broncos.
Broncos.
Did we not?
Yes.
Well, we didn't consider how incompetent was Nathaniel Hackett at that time.
No.
What about Russ too? You got to blame Russ too now. Come on.
Russ
Hold
too.
Before we knew Nathaniel Hackett was gonna do what he did, we had him ranked and put up there high on the pedestal until the season happened, and they went down in front of everybody, in front of the world.
But wasn't the Broncos like terrible before we even like start crowning them? The Jets are not terrible. They're not Jets. Not a terrible
we
team.
always thought the
Broncos
Broncos were a
team.
quarterback away.
Yeah.
They had a good defense. Same
Good
scenario.
defense.
But their
Solid
record
weapons.
indicated that they was terrible.
No, they had a good
Yes,
defense.
they were. Yes, go look back at what their record was.
Ben, we talked
season
about
prior.
Ben, we talked about it. Remember, we were like, they got all these weapons. They got Cortland Sutton. They got Jerry Judy.
Yes, but you're not getting what I'm saying. The Jets went 7-10 without a quarterback. The year the Broncos, before the Broncos got Russell Wilson, it was terrible. So of course we speculated like, they just quarterback away, but they was.
I can't remember their record prior.
Yeah, they were like 6-10 or something like that.
Ain't no better than Russell.
I remember they didn't have a quarterback we played against, so they kid at black kid.
Oh yeah. COVID, he had the wide out. Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is, if we're gonna move these guys into the top 10, if we're gonna move them at 6, is where they're at right now.
7.
And it's 7.
That's high for the Jets, man.
And the Cowboys made it to the second round of the playoffs.
I feel like the Jets are better than Cowboys.
Okay, that's saying a lot when you got a new quarterback. You got a new system finna be implemented. You got a new season. And let me see them do it before you move them up that high past the Miami. You just moved them past Miami, who
and I think Miami's better than the Jets.
Miami made the playoffs.
With a third-string quarterback.
Yeah. They shouldn't have.
With a third-string quarterback. With 3 different quarterbacks.
Because they needed the team to lose to get in, first of all.
I like the Jets too, but I ain't flying in a jet. I'm in the plane. Let me see.
On the fighter pilot for the Jets.
Let me see them do it first before you gonna pass up playoff team.
They making the playoffs. You
saying they better than the Jaguars?
Yes, they are.
The Jaguars were toe-to-toe with the Chiefs, man.
Jaguars literally led a goose egg into the second half against the Chargers.
It don't matter, bro. They get to the second round of the playoff. The Jets, you living on ifs with the Jets. We don't know. Let me see.
We do know. We literally do know what the Jets are. I mean, it's not.
The Jets have been trashed for so many years, man. They're cursed.
It's how they been trashed. They went 7-10 last year with no quarterback.
That's bad, bro. That's bad.
There's film. There's film out on the Jets defense, Ben.
Bro.
Different year.
If you're good,
I'm not saying they're not bad. Not saying they're not bad. Definitely not saying that. But I just don't think they'll be able to capitalize off of certain things they capitalized from this past season. That's
really
it.
Don't see how, because
that is supposed to.
When they had Breece Hall and company, I mean that team was looking that team was not looking scary when Breece Hall was running that ball.
They were running the ball and playing defense. This is a different style. This is a different era of football. That style. Listen, this is the thing.
You make a point about that.
This is the thing. They were playing a brand of football that'll keep you in football games. They were playing safe football. Okay.
Exactly. Now they opening it up. So how that's not scary? Now they playing safe. Now they like, okay, the gloves are off. Let's go.
I watched Aaron Rodgers the year we played them in the NFC Championship game. They had the number 1 offense and they had a top 10 defense. So don't give me this Aaron Rodgers coming to he got a better defense than he's had. You giving me names on that side of the field in a system, in a scheme, but that don't mean that every year it's gonna look the same. I don't believe that the Jets.
I mean, they've been pretty consistent this side of the ball.
You can put the Jets higher.
It ain't the defense we're talking about.
Honestly, they look insane.
You put the Jets higher than playoff teams that made the playoffs.
Okay, what's wrong with that? People have projections for teams.
The Jets could be 12. Who you have 12?
The Saints.
Saints.
Who you have 14?
The Broncos.
13.
Dolphins.
You can swap them. You 2 or 3 of them you can swap.
I am not putting Dolphins nowhere near the top.
Let me ask you this: what was the PFF rankings on the Jets offensive line? You know I'm big on that.
30, 29, 28, 27.
They projected to go 23rd.
A little higher than I thought, but that can become a problem because, and I'm not saying Breece Hall doesn't come back healthy, but he is coming off an ACL injury. Okay, everybody's not Adrian Peterson where he can come back and rush 2,000 yards. So let's see what Breece Hall does and how he, comes back, because sometimes it takes a full year to really recuperate from an ACL injury. But hopefully he comes back and be fine.
So who on the offensive side of the ball playing receiver? Don't give me the Wilson guy from Ohio State. Is he better than CeeDee Lamb?
No. Why would you compare him to CeeDee Lamb?
I'm curious to see his second year, though.
But watch this. You got all these guys that Aaron Rodgers got to get to know. Hold on. Dak already know his guys. Okay?
Isn't Aaron Rodgers like one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play the game?
We got Cobb and Lazard there, but other than that,
McCole Hardman.
Got to learn
Tyler
them.
Tyler Conklin is the tight end I was talking about previously last show. Well, show before that.
Corey Davis.
Denzel Mill. What?
Bro, listen, I'm just gonna rub my kid's toy, man, cause bro, listen. I like Aaron Rodgers. Last year I fought for Aaron Rodgers like nobody's business. And Aaron Rodgers, y'all proved me to be wrong by showing me a side of Aaron Rodgers that I was unwilling to pay attention to. His lack of leadership, his lack of accountability. I don't believe that he goes and have this. When you get to be a certain age, bro, you just don't make no drastic changes. Brother is 35, 36 years old. He gonna go over there and become Michael Jordan?
I don't think he's gonna change. See, I just think it's just gonna be more accountability.
There's not gonna be no stupid turnovers.
Bro, listen,
and with the Jets,
do y'all hear what I'm telling you? You don't get older and change.
Mm-hmm. He's setting his ways.
Supposed to mean? I mean, Green
Bay he's setting his ways.
Brady,
I know that. Yeah, okay, but still, Green Bay still was in the hunt, and he was still setting his ways. So
because he could get away with murder in Green Bay, that's why he was set in a particular way in Green Bay.
He's not the Jets' darlings right now.
Okay, so
go ahead. See,
the Jets is at number 6,
7.
They number 7. If they don't be at 7, bro, I'm calling. Listen. You throw that pro football shit out the window if they don't be number 6. Because I know that's what you're always going through. We ain't doing pro football no more. Listen, forget pro football. That's USFL shit. We in the National Football League. Throw that shit away.
But only question for the Jets, in my opinion, or Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, because the schedule is tough as hell to begin with. Does he take skepticism and criticism from the New York media well? That's my only question about Aaron Rodgers, because you're going to have to be a leader when you sit down and face tough questions.
Mm-hmm. You ain't in Green Bay, Dorothy.
Yeah. He's in the Big Apple. So I have at 6 the Bills. They lost a lot.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, man. I just think the Bills' time has pretty much ran out.
It's running short. It's running. Yeah. It's thin.
You know what that year was? Flowers, the year they lost to the Chiefs in 13 seconds.
Yeah. That was their year. That was their year.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Number 5, I have the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. Go ahead.
I was saying I had them at 6 and the Bills at 5.
So. Okay, I'm cool with.
RC, are you cool with that, sir? Is that fine?
That's splitting hairs.
Lamar got no excuses. I do want to say that. No excuses for Lamar Jackson. He got everything he asked for. Now he needs to come out and deliver. That's all I gotta say.
Come on.
Yep. Show up and play.
And he should be 100% healthy, being that he didn't play none the last year played.
I'm telling you.
All right. At 4, I have the Bengals.
they're another one of those teams we talked about the
Mhm.
Bills. Their window, their door, that door is closing because teams are starting to figure the Bengals out. Like, we know what I think getting to the Super Bowl against the Rams and not getting it done there, and then last year, every year teams are getting closer. They're just like my
Mhm.
49ers. You're not gonna do shit. Get out the way. Like,
They
get
Yeah,
gotta
out.
start paying some people too.
I think that window's closing too.
I ain't counting
I can't
Burrow
figure
out.
out what I don't know what can get them over the hump. To be
No,
honest,
the window's not closing.
The
What it
window's
is,
not closed.
teams are getting better. You know, teams are
The
getting better.
AFC is rough.
I feel like I don't know. It just they missing something, and they're gonna have to hurry and figure it out what they missing.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I
they
mean,
don't have a
it seems like they
dominant.
got
They don't have a dominant defensive end.
corners.
That's something they could use, most
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
that's probably what it is. Defense side of the ball need. That well they did lose Bates and Von Bell, so that's a huge blow.
Defensive end, bro.
Turnovers, man. You need sacks and turnovers to succeed in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Especially against Mahomes.
Equalizer.
And all right, so y'all kind of can figure out the last three teams.
We know
49ers
who's won.
49ers at 3, Eagles at 2, Chiefs at 1.
I agree.
That's not bad. That's
Oh,
not bad.
top
Top man.
six. Your top six, like those are all my top six, like interchangeable.
I have
Yeah.
one thing. I have one thing about the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles did the dumbest shit I've ever seen in draft history, going out drafting that many players from one college. You can be.
What's wrong with that?
Wait, which one I'm going with this? College, a team, Alabama, LSU, Miami Hurricanes, all have had great teams with great players. I've never seen a NFL team take a run on that many players who played in a system. Let me say this now. I watched Big Davis play the game last year. He looked out of shape, out of breath, out of mind, out of body.
Well, he was out of rotation.
You can't duplicate what they did at Georgia in a longer, extended NFL season. Them players going to hit a rookie wall. I think Philadelphia take a step back. I think San Francisco take a step back because San Francisco,
They don't have a quarterback.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with quarterback. It got nothing to do with quarterback. You know, we showed you.
No quarterback.
Listen, you don't have a quarterback either until you win. But my
They got Butterfingers. They got Butterfingers. Sam Darnold.
My thing with San Francisco and Philadelphia and Kansas, the difference between Philadelphia and 49ers in Kansas City is a proven commodity. They got it figured out. It's a system.
Yeah.
It works. We can bring you and put you over here. It's no question mark about anything. And if it is, they're going to figure it out. I think the other two guys, I think Philadelphia caught lightning in the bottle. I don't think they will be there.
No.
They lost their best. They lost their best offensive coach.
And you give the 49ers your best defensive lineman.
Y'all need it. Y'all gonna need it for the second ranked defense.
They don't need it. Just makes them worse.
We had
bro.
no more ranked defense. We didn't need that.
Them getting hard grade. That is my God.
Listen,
Now according to my stats, RC, he was first ranked.
Look, you just said that we needed a quarterback. Now, the 49ers will never need defensive linemen. Keep in mind.
Always had that. Y'all always had a rotation.
Keep in mind this year, they get Cleveland Farrell from the Raiders. They're going to get him paid. Every time they come over there, defensive lineman, they play next to Nick Bosa, they get paid and they get out of there. The 49, my issue with the 49 is Kyle Shanahan. You've been crowned the guru. You a Sean Payton coach. Everybody love you.
That's true.
You don't produce. You don't win in the big game. Your clock management horrible. You can't pick a quarterback. I'm like this. It's this year or get out of the way. Let somebody else get in there. But I think the Eagles fall back because they just infatuated with Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, it just don't.
They are great players. Nolan Smith.
Bro,
I had the 49ers over the Eagles.
I don't know why, because
let me tell you why.
Okay.
Do you realize the 49ers now have the same, and I'm not talking about the same players, just the same 8-man rotation the Eagles had on their defense last year, man? Oh, my goodness. Bosa, Hargraves. Who else y'all got over there?
Kinlaw or Armstead.
Kinlaw.
Here's the
Kinlaw was
crazy
hurt last
part.
year. Oh
The
my
middle
God.
guy, Fred Warner, at each level, you got a guy take the ball away. Bosa,
Yep. You got all
Fred
pro on
Warner,
each level.
Hufanga. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the best acquisition that the 49ers made was hiring Steve Wilkes.
Yep.
That's a head coach.
Great
And
defense
you're
coordinator.
going to get some more draft pick because he's black. Yeah, for some reason, they get a draft pick because the last 3 coaches have been black on defensive side of the ball. And they get
That's
picked
smart,
up.
though. That's
But
smart, though. They're taking advantage of that. That's smart.
I feel like this, Ben, you got it exactly right. You got 3 quarterbacks. That's like Zion dating 3 porn stars, calling him his girlfriend. You ain't got no girlfriend, bro. You gonna have to get this. You got Kyle Shanahan supposed to be this guru when it comes to
Got to figure it
quarterback.
out.
Come on, man. Jalen Hurts is the quarterback in Philadelphia. They don't figure that out. And my issue with Philadelphia is,
But the Sirianni called enough to get him over the hump.
and you can't
Because
lose.
Steichen was calling the stuff late.
What is
Well,
it about
49ers?
Gardner Johnson? What did Gardner Johnson have to do in the National Football League to get respect, to get paid for what he do for a team? Like, he's a leader on the back end. You let him walk out the room.
Mm-hmm.
You lose.
I hope the Saints.
Well, Ben, you putting your trust too much in rookies.
Yeah,
For one.
come on. That part.
I mean, we saw
just because
rookies,
they dominated.
We saw T.J. Watt and all you guys, but Jalen Carter is a huge plus. I mean, that's not
still got to learn how to play though. Jordan Davis really in the rotation last year.
We drafted their third.
That's what make it so dangerous though. Y'all looking at like these young guys, but we saw
it's gonna take some time.
Is it not easier for
time?
Okay, but the 49ers offensive line going to season ranked 18th. So they
those
play
are
the
grown ass men
if
in
they play
San
against the
Francisco.
Eagles. The Eagles gonna take you because they don't have a quarterback.
They play the
first
Eagles.
Of all.
Listen,
the 49ers don't have a quarterback. The O-line going to the season's pretty bad.
Bro, I'm telling you now, I'm picking San Francisco over the Eagles when they play. I'm telling you this now.
I'm picking the Eagles to beat us in the regular season. This is how football works. The 49ers quarterback gonna be Sam Darnold. I'm gonna tell you right now because because I know Kyle Shanahan.
Hold on. I thought Brock Purdy was on track.
Here, but always expect
the unexpected.
Listen, expect the unexpected. You couldn't have told me Brock Purdy was gonna bleed us to the NFC Championship game. Okay, so expect the unexpected.
Yeah, that's lightning in the bottle right there.
No, bro, that's not a mistake.
No
that's not an accident.
That's lightning in the
bottle.
bottle.
In 5 games, he played a top rank. The Dolphins was on fire. Tampa Bay was trying to make the playoffs. He look, Ben, look
out. I played Brady.
Look up Marlon Smith. He played against all the teams he played was trying to make the playoffs. He wasn't getting handed nothing. But my point is, with Kyle Shanahan,
how you heard them books, them yellow books, how to build houses for dummies. That's basically the plan book for
I agree with you.
Basically a great for Brock Purdy. It's how to play quarterback for dummies. Like they want to
stop.
You disrespecting Brock Purdy. You really
Brock Purdy's solid, man.
You can't do what Brock Purdy did on the highest level of football and be stupid.
You can't do it. That's
not stupid. I mean, he clearly smart, but they dumbed it down for him. They dumbed it down for him.
James Winston show you when you don't kind of know what to do, you just do what you think you need to do, and you throw more to the other team than you should to the team you're supposed to actually throw to. Brock Purdy
James should have stayed on that curriculum for dummies, but you know what I'm saying?
You didn't watch Brock Purdy last year. You just watched the highlights. You didn't watch Brock Purdy.
I watched it. And I was just like, they killed helping him out so much. Ooh, they got him out of that situation.
What you got? He put him into the situations though, Ben. You discrediting the man for putting the 49ers in the situation.
I can't respect it because he tried to make the Red Rifle a new star. He tried to make James a new star. I can't respect it, bro. I can't respect it. But I do agree with him on this. He was right about Trey Lance. You can't draft a guy that high who don't got no miles on his car. Then Brock Purdy can't be Mr. Irrelevant and be your starter. Then Jimmy Garoppolo was never healthy. Sam Darnold in there. It's a revolving door. You're going to have to figure that out or you're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, is it Shanahan or is it John Lynch?
It's Shanahan because Shanahan, I think John Lynch has figured out. You don't. This is my thing, guys. We watched Nick Foles win a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Just keep the shit simple, bro. Just let the man get used to doing something. Don't try. Everybody stop looking for Patrick Mahomes. There is not another Patrick Mahomes out there. There's not another.
I will
Justin
say
Herbert.
this though, see.
Like, let the
Didn't
guy do what he's
Shanahan
doing.
Shanahan wanted Mac Jones, right?
He did.
And John Lynch wanted Trey Lance.
Right.
Right.
So if he would have listened to Cal Shanahan, he would have Mac Jones, and he would have been doing the same thing Brock Purdy was doing.
Yeah, but here's the
Maybe
issue
even
with Mac.
better.
Here's the
Maybe
issue-
even better.
Here's
Go
the
ahead.
issue with Mac Jones. I feel like Mac Jones would have been perfect for the San Francisco 49ers, but my issue with Mac Jones is I think those Alabama quarterbacks, they hit a wall. They don't. To me, Jalen Hurts is the exception to the rule. We can pick Jalen Hurts out of look at all the quarterbacks that they've had at Alabama and say, okay, he's just something different about him. It's just something different about him. Mac Jones is a game manager. To win a Super Bowl today in this style of football, you got to have a guy that can go make plays. And that's how I know that guy didn't watch Brock Purdy. Make play after play to extend drives.
He did make plays.
He made plays,
Play
bro.
after play to extend drive. Ben,
I
I'm with you. I
mean,
didn't think he
dude,
could do it.
y'all make it seem like this
Go
dude
watch. I'ma
had
send you some
nobody on the
You-
offense
wait a
side of
minute,
the
wait a
ball.
minute.
Like, who is it? Like, y'all make it seem like this dude took the Raiders to the Super Bowl. He
did.
took a well-built team with stars from floor to from the bottom.
Trey Lance couldn't
Okay.
do it.
So
Okay,
who?
Jameis can
Trey
do it.
Lance couldn't do it.
If Jimmy
James
G
can do it.
can do it, so why couldn't Brock?
Jimmy G couldn't do it. That's
But
the
he
thing.
had
Jimmy
better-
G
Super Bowl.
couldn't do it.
He
They
had
went
But did he
to the
win
Super
it?
Bowl.
Did he
He
win
had
it?
better numbers than Jimmy G.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Better numbers than Jimmy G, bro.
He could escape the pocket. Jimmy G could never.
Something
escape
Jimmy G
the pocket.
couldn't do.
To continue the play.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If
He's
Jimmy
better.
G can do it, why couldn't Brock do it?
He should have won.
Jimmy
the
G
regular
couldn't
year.
do what
No.
Brock was doing.
Jimmy G
I'm
can't
saying
escape the
Jimmy,
pocket like that.
how Jimmy G played in the Super Bowl? How he played in the Super Bowl?
He should have won that Super Bowl, but he
Okay,
couldn't even
well,
throw.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Emmanuel Sanders was wide open. He missed him.
What's
He
the grading
missed
skill
him.
here? What's the grading skill? Like, of course, why these quarterbacks should come into a great team like the 49ers and make it to the playoffs.
Wait
and
a
possibly
minute
the
now.
Super
Hold
Bowl.
on.
We saw it happen.
This
plenty of
is where
time.
you disrespect
Kerry
Brock Purdy.
Collins. Kerry Collins did with a Giants team. I mean, it's possible.
Hold on. Wait.
It's
Hold on.
possible.
Because you
He-
give Dak all the credit. This is what I'm
Come
saying.
on,
You
come
give
on,
Dak
come on.
Prescott all the credit in
Dak
the
was
world.
sorry.
Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott are the same quarterback.
Yep.
Dak
Brock
went
Purdy's
to
smarter.
Mississippi
He never threw
State.
for 5,000.
Listen to me. No, listen to me. Dak went to Mississippi State. They were relevant. They won. He's had success in the league. Brock Purdy went to Iowa State. Iowa State hadn't been shit ever since he left. He kept Iowa State relevant. He showed that he can play. He comes in the league, Mr. Irrelevant. It doesn't matter if he has all the talent in the world, but you still have to go out and prove that you can play. Kyle Shanahan had to trust him enough
Like
to
I
put
said,
him out there.
You
He
could
had that quarterback book for dummies, and they made it possible for
Well,
him.
if that was the case,
Everything you asked
Trey
Trey
Lance
Lance
would be in the
to do.
Super Bowl. If that was
You
the
asked
case.
Lance
Trey
can't
Lance.
throw.
Okay.
It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
The
Ben.
thing about Brock Purdy is that he can extend the play and extend the drive, like RC said.
Listen though,
He's not
you
going to
he criticized Trey Lance throwing motion. Said we're gonna be good in the league because he hadn't played enough. Because everything you asked of Trey Lance, Purdy did it.
Yes.
So
He
what do
played
you-
for
what do you
3-4
want your
years.
Protect
quarterback?
the ball, yes. But I'm saying y'all cannot put this man on the pedestal like he's Steve Young. He's not that guy.
He doesn't have to
yet.
be
He's a
Steve
good
Young.
quarterback.
That's the
He's
thing.
not that guy
He
yet.
doesn't
I mean,
have
We
to
didn't
be.
say that. We didn't
He
say he was
doesn't
top
have
10.
to be.
Man, I'm pretty sure somebody got this dude at top 15 right now.
Pull his numbers up. Pull his numbers up right now and tell me he should have won Rookie of the Year. Pull his numbers up, man.
Yeah, I ain't
Well, the fact, just because he
Man,
went the 7th round doesn't mean he should have been.
I'm
People
just
didn't
saying,
want to take the chance on him. Why? Because he wasn't 6'4",
he's
or he
not-
didn't do this, he didn't
he's
do
not
that.
guy.
Ben,
Y'all gonna start listening to me.
Ben,
I mean,
Ben
y'all
always
start
hates.
listening.
You always hate on the most random people that deserve no hate.
Because
Like-
you know why? Because people make them like the second coming
No, we're not though.
Under
We're
this
just saying they're
greatest
good.
Half
generation
the
quarterback ever
NFL,
to
the
play.
best players in
And
the
I'm
league
here.
are
I'm
undrafted
the
or
law.
mid-round picks. What are you
I'm
saying?
the law. I'm here to put it back in place. Like, no, y'all stop that.
Pull up the
The
numbers.
majority
That's
of the
not
league is mid-round, undrafted. They're the best players, not the first and second rounders all the time.
Pull up
Bro,
the
I
numbers,
get
B.
that. We saw Brady. I
being
get that.
being mystery irrelevant to having a season like that, bro. That's unheard of. Like,
What was
I-
Derek
I
Carr?
thought you about to say. I thought you about to say, man, it's a great story.
Derek Carr was
it ain't
second-round
ended.
pick.
I mean,
He
I
was a
get,
first-round
but
pick.
I'm not that impressed. Like, if he would have did it on another team, maybe I'll be impressed. But I'm not there.
Pull his
Oh,
numbers
well.
up, man.
Hmm?
Pull his numbers up. Tell me what his numbers were last year in the short season. Can you pull them up?
I
for me?
mean, they should be outstanding because of who he has.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
bro,
I mean,
like
if
that's
that's
what
the
get me.
case, Trey
That's what
Lance
get me
should have
right
been
here.
better.
This
If
what
that's
get
the
me
case.
right. This what get me right here. If
You might be
you
an
give
NFL
him no
quarterback now.
talent, if you give him a mediocre receiver,
That's
a
any quarterback.
non-existent
That's any
tight
quarterback.
end,
That's any quarterback.
a not so good of a running game, would he be the same guy?
How many quarterbacks can you say that
Come
about?
on.
Yeah,
I
look
can
at
say that a
Stafford.
lot about
How many
good
quarterbacks?
quarterbacks.
Look at
How many
Stafford with the
quarterbacks can you say that
Lions.
about?
Look at Stafford from the Lions to the Rams. The
But
difference.
Stafford was good with Stafford wasn't no
Okay, we don't.
slouch.
Well, we're sorry that Brock
If
Purdy
you
got
put
drafted by a good
perfect
team.
example, put Brock on them sorry Lions.
Okay,
And
put
tell
Trey
me what
Lance
he's
on the
doing.
49ers. What happens?
He's
You
good.
said-
He like RC
Put
say
Trey Lance on
draft
the
booty.
49ers. What
He's
happens?
bad. He's bad. But
That-
that's because Trey
That
Lance is
cancels
terrible.
out your argument right
No,
there.
Trey
Put
Lance
Trey
is
Lance
terrible.
on the
I don't even know
49ers.
how he's a quarterback right now.
Hey,
Okay,
bro.
but you put Brock Purdy in a 7th-round, Mr. Irrelevant pick, and he does.
I'm not
bro.
He
saying
know
that.
how to
I'm
play all the
saying that
time.
y'all cannot make this guy to
Ben,
be
hold on,
like
hold on,
the
Ben.
second
Hold on, Ben.
coming when
Hold on,
he
Ben.
if you put him on a bad team, he's just
If
another
you-
guy.
Your
He's
argument
Stidham.
for Brock against Brock Purdy makes Drew Brees sound like he's not worthy of what he's had. Like Drew Brees actually
Drew
before
Brees
he
have
hold on,
proven that
before he
talk.
New Orleans, he played with Daniel Thomason in a great offense over in San Diego, and then
They
Yep.
made the playoffs.
Hold on, he got
And they
hurt.
still drafted Phillip Rivers.
He had the same injury Brock Purdy had, did he not? But he knew he had a shoulder. He didn't have elbow.
Yeah, he had
Okay,
shoulder.
but he comes to New Orleans and he gets with this quote unquote offensive guru, and they just excel. What I'm saying about Brock Purdy is you got the Trey Lance thing correct, and then they draft Brock Purdy just for you to do exactly what you said. And this is the thing when people say the 49ers don't have a quarterback. 90% of the league don't have a Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly.
I don't. The Philadelphia Eagles just realized. Remember, 2 years ago in the playoffs, Jalen Hurts couldn't read defenses. They claimed he couldn't read defenses,
Yep.
right? Then he
They're
magically
trying to
started
trade
reading
for Russell
defenses.
Wilson.
He magically started reading defenses because he got AJ Brown to take the pressure off. You see that? So Brock, you saying you're gonna discredit Brock Purdy for what he have out there, which you don't know who Brandon Ayuk is. You don't know him to be good.
I did know who Brandon Ayuk was.
But you don't know him to be a top 10 receiver, right? Everything
Of
that's
course
he
not.
said, but
He wasn't the best receiver out that draft, of
and
course.
then Debo is
Yeah.
Debo is pretty much a running back. But there was this
He's
guy.
man. Don't.
Whoa,
but
see.
he's so.
What round did Debo go?
Second
Third,
round.
fourth round?
Second.
But
like
that
that.
skill position player we saw. But that's still we see skill position players do that
No,
all the
but
time.
this is my point. We can
we
move
go.
on. I don't believe the way you critique quarterback is fair. Like if you're gonna look at like just being honest, I criticize Kyler Murray for being short. But do I think Kyler Murray is a good quarterback? Hell yes. I've seen him do things with a football. I've seen Kyler do things with a football in the National Football League at that height that Doug Flutie could only imagine doing. Remember that play he threw that ball to Sean D-Hop?
D-Hop, yeah.
But he had to hit that ball in the spot where only he can catch that ball. Listen, you can't teach arm talent. You can't teach heart. You can't teach availability. You can't teach ready to play. Like that's the thing that I give Jalen Hurts and Brock. Them guys, all them games played mean something in the National Football League now.
Yep.
So when the guys you want to just hand the torch to, like, Andy Dalton was good when he was good, but you saw something in him that you gonna say he's gonna be good for us. Just like Derek Carr. What makes you think Derek Carr is gonna leave
Derek
Las Vegas
Carr,
and come save New
exactly.
York?
So if you put Brock on them Raiders teams,
You're not doing that. He missed irrelevant. He can't be on
but I'm saying, if he's that good, if you put him on that Raiders team,
if you put Patrick Mahomes on the Raiders,
if you remove Stafford from the Lions and put Brock on the Lions,
if you take Patrick Mahomes and put him in on the Raiders without Andy Reid, he won't make the playoffs. Football
Patrick
is not
Mahomes
basketball.
always been
Well, you said
Football is
something
not
right there.
basketball. One player can't win.
How is that? We saw Patrick
One
Mahomes,
player doesn't make everything.
but if Matthew Stafford can make the Lions good, so how come Patrick Mahomes make
Matthew Stafford didn't make the Lions good. They was already good.
They went to the playoffs. They went to the
playoffs with Jared Goff. They went to the Super
Bowl.
Bowl with Jared Goff.
If Tom Brady would have got drafted by the Cleveland Browns, he would have been Brady Quinn. I'll stand on that every day of the week. It's about who you get drafted to, who gives you the opportunity. Kyle Shanahan is playing to the strengths of Brock Purdy.
If Brock went when Tom Brady went, I don't think you do. I just don't think that just because Brock.
whoa. It's honestly a similar situation. Whoa.
It is very similar.
It's honestly a similar situation if you think about it, because Tom came in, game manager, Belichick in that defense and special teams. Doesn't it remind you of something? Won a lot of games until Tom was able to develop and become better. The first 5 years of Tom Brady, he was a game manager. He made precise throws.
Y'all gonna see this in a couple of years.
Bro, what was the difference?
Ben's right again about the quarterbacks. I'm usually right about quarterbacks.
But
bro,
what was the difference?
You put David Winston at 10 last year, bro.
Yeah, because I'm going on a reach.
What difference? What was the difference?
And he would have been if Sean Payton was still there.
The Cowboys 49 game.
It's just point blank.
Look,
maybe not.
The Cowboys 49 game. What was the difference in the game? Dak Prescott them 3 interceptions, right?
And Purdy should have had one, but what's
He
called
should have had one. Come on, man, stop this.
I mean, him riding the belly. I mean, what kind of gift do you want? It was right there to him. He drops it.
But, okay,
the gift he doesn't want because he dropped it.
And guess what? That would change the whole dynamic of the game if you would caught the interception, because they were going into halftime and that's where they got them 3 points set.
Bro, listen,
it would change the whole dynamic of the game. That was a terrible pass. Terrible.
You don't watch nobody but the Saints play. Be honest. I watch everybody play. I'm gonna tell you something about the Cowboys. The Cowboys when they played a team that they were better than, they watched it. When they played a team that it was even, it was go the other way. The pendulum would swing always. But listen, hold on. When I think about quarterback play in the National Football League, I think it's the most unfairly judged position, because even when I go back to Tim Couch, when I think about Achilles Smith, I think about Jamarcus Russell. You're getting drafted to bad teams. You calling me a bust.
Don't throw Jamarcus in there.
But throw Jamarcus in there because he didn't have a fair chance.
A tape, and he said he watched a blank tape. No, you can't teach. No,
you need to go listen to his Piven interview. You need to go listen to Piven.
Jamarcus quit on the Raiders.
It doesn't matter if somebody film to watch. You watch the film.
Jamarcus quit on the Raiders.
Ownership of that.
Look, Jamarcus quit on the Raiders. Randy Moss quit on the Raiders. Warren Sapp quit on the Raiders. The Raiders quit on the Raiders.
Pattern here, don't you?
So what's your gripe about Derek Carr then? He went to Raiders.
No, but listen, that was a different regime.
I already spoke my piece about that.
At the time that Jamarcus was with the Raiders, they were giving out money. They were paying guys. They drafted a lineman because he ran fast. Listen to me what I tell you. Darius Hayward Bay was drafted into the National Football League because he was fast.
You know why, right? Because that's what Al Davis like. He fast players.
Al Davis loved Jamarcus when he died.
About.
But you can't go
Al
out.
Davis died though.
Football is not basketball. We can go out and score 50 points one night and help us win. In football, as a quarterback, I need my offensive linemen, my skill players to be at a level where I can be competitive and be great. When you look at that quarterback position, you can't truly judge a quarterback by how good he is around a bad team. So if you stick Patrick Mahomes on the worst team in the National Football League, and you think he gonna be Patrick Mahomes, you
stick him in Arizona.
So when you say that the same concept about Josh Allen though,
that
was a terrible Bills team.
No, listen. This is the difference between Josh Allen. Once they drafted their quarterback, they went out and got what he needed. They start building. They were building. Jamarcus Russell, number one receiver, was who?
So
Jamarcus thought he was going to play with Randy Moss. Randy got the hell up out of it. New England got Randy out of it.
But that's still, I don't see the correlation because what about Matthew Stafford? They never really truly built around him and built a great team. But
he had success in Detroit, though. He has success.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand. It's all. I think it's really all about
who they drafted for. Who they drafted for Matthew Stafford? Well, give me the Hall of Fame receiver they drafted for Matthew Stafford.
Calvin Johnson.
Okay, so
what's the point again on receiver? But the whole team, the O-line was trash. He led the league.
Well,
in
you can't blame the quarterbacks for that. You blame
that's what I'm saying, though.
GMs.
That's what I'm saying. They never truly built around Stafford, but he still had a great career.
But that's what RC's saying about Jamarcus, though. The GM and the owner, Al Davis, died, so the GM and company didn't have Jamarcus Russell's best interest. Al Davis wanted Jamarcus Russell.
I still think that if somebody give you a tape to go watch for him and you say you watch it as a blank tape, that's on you.
I think he said something about that. I can't remember what he said on the pivot.
They were a bad organization, but I'm going to say that there's one team in NFL history, one player in NFL history that I've seen go from a system to a complete different system and really excelled, and that was Joe Montana. He left the 49ers. He had been there for a year. And went to the Kansas City Chiefs, who did not have enough. They did not have a Jerry Rice.
That's true.
And he took them to the AFC Championship game. And every time he saw the 49ers in the regular season, he beat them. So my point is this. It is a rare thing for you to ask a quarterback to carry the team. That's some bullshit.
But it's still our job to critique and make sure that player is on the right path. And that's what I'm doing. I'm critiquing. We got to do our job. So you still got to give an assessment.
Jalen Hurts did not look like Jalen Hurts until he got A.J. Brown. Before then, they were saying he cannot read the defense. Okay, hold on. Put a bookmark there. Look at what the Chargers had. Look at the weapons they got around Herbert to make sure he succeeds. That's what Cam. That's what been my argument for Cam Newton. People want to trash Cam. He's never had a number one receiver
because he's not that type of quarterback. He's not a type of quarterback that drop back and throw it. So they're trying to build a system around him that fits him. That's what I'm saying about some of these quarterbacks.
You would have gave Cam somebody spectacular, he would have been still playing in the league. He would have took less hits running.
He liked being Superman, carrying out. Look at him.
Because he had to be. Wait a minute now. He had to be Superman. That's why you discrediting him. He had to be that.
Julio Jones, where they take him?
Who?
Took him to the Super Bowl. Julio Jones.
Y'all had. Y'all had bukus of receivers over the past 10 years.
Who? Marcus Colston was a damn good receiver. Marcus Colston.
Who?
Jimmy Graham.
Marcus Colston didn't get selected to a Pro Bowl.
Listen, he should have. I mean, that's the fan vote.
Like, y'all naming all the successful Saints receivers. Like, none of these guys went to a Pro Bowl. Drew Brees didn't have a Pro Bowl receiver to Michael Thomas.
Listen, hold on.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham was not. Jimmy Graham's a tight end. He's not listed as a receiver.
He lined up outside.
Listen.
Yeah, because Sean Payton did it. Sean Payton made him do it.
That's why he wasn't paid as one, too. That's why he ended up leaving.
And what he do when he went to the Bears?
Man, Drew Brees.
He Teddy Graham now. He not Jimmy Graham.
Bro, Drew Brees is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in history. I'm going to explain to you
why. He never had anything.
I'm going to explain to
you Michael Thomas.
I'm going to explain to you why.
That was later on when he's like 30-something.
His arm was shot in San Diego. He left his
That's even worse for teams playing against you playing against a quarterback with a shot arm and you can't stop the 5-yard passes.
We did. Every time we bust y'all ass. You know we did.
Man, that was a lot of hoopla and a hoop of defense. Man, let me tell you something. The Saints defense, look at the Saints defense records in all them games. Thank you. Case closed. It wasn't Drew Brees. Saints defense.
It's 3 players in Saints history that we know after they took a lick from the game, we did not hear from them more. We're going to start with Pierre Thomas in the NFC Championship.
That was a helmet hit. Thank you. Look, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Like, the whole thing was rigged from the get-go. Y'all like y'all tails, Wolf.
By Deshaun Golson. Do you remember that game? Got flipped over there.
That was targeting.
Okay. Drew Brees, 2 times, brother. The game where Amar Brooks hit him and it looked like his neck went up some. But then
Did we
the
win that
last
game?
time,
Did we win that game? Did we win
but
that
listen,
game?
you won on that call.
Okay, yeah,
But the
we
last
won that
time we
game.
seen, watch this, Flowers. The last time we seen Drew Brees, who knocked Drew Brees out the National Football League? San Francisco 49ers in New Orleans. He took a lick and didn't come back.
Yeah.
Ain't been back since.
He broke his
So
hand. What are you
that day
talking
he broke his
about?
hand. That day he
He
broke
ain't
his
been right
hand.
ever since.
And he ain't been the same shit. My point
We
is this.
still had a great year.
My point is this. Drew Brees, I'm gonna take back the overrated, but he overachieved because he was playing.
I can't fathom that
Listen,
because if
I'm
you
not
know the
taking away
history,
from his ability to play quarterback. He's smart. He couldn't throw the ball 60 yards down the field. Okay,
but he led the
But-
league in like touchdowns and yards.
because they cater to what he do best. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He had a coach
Exactly. So that make him, if you can't stop it, then
right.
if he had an arm like Patrick Mahomes, what do you think he would do?
You're exactly right. But when I'm telling you, every team that draft quarterbacks are not willing to do that. They're not willing to be patient. You see what the 49ers did?
Come on,
You're
let's
right
be
about that.
realistic. Let's be realistic. If you draft a quarterback, you only got a certain amount of window before you get fired. So that's why they so hot on these quarterbacks. Like, we gotta get this guy, we gotta get our guy, because we don't have time to waste. You set a franchise back 5 to 10 years sometimes. So that's why they don't play around with these quarterbacks. It's not
like a transcendent quarterback comes out every year, man.
No.
Exactly. Why do you think they reach? They sign guys. They pay all these quarterbacks. They hit free agency because like maybe we can readjust. Maybe we can get our guy. Y'all already know how this works. If the GM draft a quarterback in the first round, second round, say they try and get that guy. If it don't pan out and within their rookie contract, they are gone. Because you know what NFL stands for? Not for long. If that quarterback, they don't have time.
GMs have flexibility, and the contracts allow them to get rid of these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like Josh Rosen, this is a great example.
Yeah,
Josh
perfect
Rosen,
example. Josh Rosen, was he treated fairly?
No.
I mean, 1 year they didn't want him. They drafted
so
Kyler Murray.
that's what I'm saying. It's so quick.
Zach Wilson was not given an opportunity to really listen. Bro,
that's my gripe.
That's too short of a period to decide if he's a franchise quarterback.
That's how the NFL is. They want Wilson it within years.
But see,
think about it. Go ahead.
Swap Zach Wilson and Trey Lance. Send Trey Lance to the Jets and send Zach Wilson to Kyle Shanahan. You will never hear from Brock Purdy. Because what's going to happen is you got this West Coast kid going to the West Coast. He going to a veteran-led team. He has a live arm. He's used to being. It's going to be a lot easier. He went to the Jets without a number one receiver. He's on the East Coast. He's spoil riding entitled.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about. And then you send Trey Lance there. Who gonna save Trey Lance from Trey Lance in New York? He out of the league. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's all about who you draft and who you going to and who can coddle you. Zach Wilson, the careers will be totally different. Like the Anthony Richardson kid, he going to the ideal situation. The coach is going to cater that offense to him. See, you can't base that. You can't say who's great and not great just by saying, hey, bro, you know what? He didn't do anything for the Raiders. Look at the team that was around him.
Exactly. The organization plays a big part.
But I'm going off how the NFL has set this up, how GMs have set this up. You have a certain amount of window, so you better hit around your quarterback. If you don't, you go and quarterback go. We bring in a new regime, they're going to bring in their guy. I mean, that's just how the NFL is, may not be fair, but that's how important is quarterback play is. And that's why I said, that's why I'm not putting on my chips in with Brock, because they just know his spread. They just like, we just gonna
they're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of Brock, his contract, and his ability right now.
Yeah,
because his contract allows everybody to stay together. They ain't gotta pay Brock. So he's gonna have this buku talent. So that's the NFL nowadays. You want to get a young quarterback so you can put things around him. You ain't gotta pay him for 5-6 years, so you have a window.
See,
this window.
This is the key too, bro. This is where I think the Saints got it wrong with Derek Carr. I really feel like the Saints at some point this year should have been the year you got into the draft, went up in the draft and picked you a quarterback and went that route, because
it wasn't any good quarterbacks that we can get.
Y'all might be us. Y'all are us because we're now out of this because we got Anthony Richardson. But this is what
I
we
mean,
went
there
through
were
for the
talks
past
of
2
us.
years.
There were talks of us trying to get a quarterback, but it was kind of like impossible where we were sitting in the draft.
But listen though,
we had to give up a lot.
You salvage. Even with Michael Thomas, you package your picks in Thomas and you go up and you draft a guy from Ohio State or you draft Bryce Young. Because guess what? If Derek Carr don't pan out, you overpaid him. You paid him, not overpaid him. He deserved his money. You paid him. But you don't have any. If he gets hurt, who coming in? Taysom Hill again? Like, you done seen that movie. So it's kind of like.
What's the cause behind him? Jameis is behind him.
Okay,
James still there.
Okay. My point is everybody is getting younger at the position, like he said.
Yep.
Everybody's going ahead and making that decision early, trying to see what they got. You guys want to win now. I get that. But even Dak Prescott at some point gonna be in a position where Cooper Rush or the next guy up. And so what the Niners did is they're young at quarterback. They don't have to pay anybody. I just don't believe. And I think it's just extremely unfair to look at a quarterback and say he's trash. Like I don't think.
I mean,
it's because it depends on the situation.
A
lot of it depends on your situation.
If a quarterback just plays bad, you know what I'm saying? I get it. It might be a system, but come on, man. You still got to play quarterback in there.
I mean, the environment, the people around.
You still got to go out there and perform.
Bro, Sam Darnold is finna go play with the best players he's played with since he's been in the NFL.
All right, look, you sound like me and James right now.
No. But see, you don't have a Kittles in New Orleans. You don't have McCaffrey. You have Kamara. He's good. He's better than McCaffrey to me. But you don't have what they have. You don't have a Trent Williams as an offensive line. You don't have a play caller like Kyle Shanahan.
Sam Darnold. You're going to see what I'm talking about.
Listen, they're not going – if they took the ball out of Jimmy Garoppolo's hand and said, you're not going to beat us, if Sam go out there with that dumb shit, they're going to take the ball out of his hand. That's what you need. See, that's the thing, Ben. That's why I say quarterbacking. This year, I'm going to challenge you, brother. I want you to watch more than the Saints this year.
I watch a lot of games.
Who you watch? It just.
I have the NFL app. What's it called?
Right. I guarantee you, Ben watched about 20% of the game.
No, I watch a lot of games.
Because truthfully speaking, if you would have watched Purdy play, you would see it.
I'm not impressed. I mean, maybe I'm looking with a different set of glasses, but I'm not.
400 yards don't mean you're a good quarterback either. 400 yards passing,
just saying.
Like Patrick Mahomes to me is he makes some of the most bonehead plays look. It's like Steph Curry shooting them deep threes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when I kind of like watch him and try not to measure quarterbacks off what Patrick Mahomes do or Aaron Rodgers.
It's different.
Ask Josh Allen how that work out for you when you try to be Superman and you're turning the ball over at an alarming rate because you're trying to mirror what you see on the other end of the field. You cost your team an AFC championship because y'all don't run the football to run the clock out and get control the game. I don't want to ever be in the shootout with Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna get killed. You see what I'm saying? He gonna score more points to me. I want to be able to play a style of football where it puts my quarterback in the position of my team to win. That's why the Saints this year, you'll see with Derek Carr, they're not gonna ask him to go out there and throw the ball 50 times.
Oh, they gonna air it out. I feel like.
Okay, we're not gonna win. You got to get that ball tomorrow.
I'm trying to tell you, RC.
I hope not.
They're gonna air it out. I promise you that.
Defense. You got a good defense.
Balance.
Run game. You got to balance it out.
We're gonna be balanced, but I'm saying they wanted the same thing with Jameis.
The field's
open. Opportunity to air it out. They're gonna get Derek Carr the same opportunity.
Oh yeah. So, better decision making than Jameis. So we'll see what
damn ball. We couldn't get Devontae Adams the damn ball to air it out. You don't need to air it out. He had a stage in his career.
Devontae, think about it though. The whole Raiders offense was garbage. Even with if they would say, okay, we'll run the ball, they still was ranked, huh?
They had their moments.
They had moments, but y'all, the Raiders were still ranked 17th in rushing.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter. Like
Numbers, bro.
It don't matter
Numbers
what
don't
they
tell the whole
did.
story, brother. Numbers don't tell the whole story because they played a lot of the year last year without Waller. They was learning a new system. They were going
But
from.
when they did have Watt was terrible when he came back.
But I'm saying like they went from playing a certain type of system and to a really dumbed down system in New England with it was bland. So,
And
but
I bet that check this out. I bet it'll surprise you. Where did the Raiders offense rank last year in the passing?
Numbers don't tell the story, brother.
I'm just saying where would they rank?
Probably mid of the road.
20.
Top 10 then, that's the case.
They ranked 11th in passing.
So I say middle of the road.
That's tell you a lot about what Derek Carr can do because Josh McDaniels didn't like Derek Carr from the get. Like they just didn't have a great relationship, and he was still managed to some games didn't look as great because of the play call on the O line. Did y'all know they wouldn't let Derek Carr change the play at the O line at the line of scrimmage? Wherever Josh called, he couldn't do nothing. But Derek Carr been changing the plays way before Josh Daniels ever got there. He was allowed to do that type of stuff.
You finna get Allen Iverson when he went to the Denver Nuggets out Derek Carr, bro. This is it.
I'm trying. I don't see. I just don't see if Derek Carr is putting up numbers like this with the Raiders with a handicap. I mean, the dude,
Let's see him in a better organization.
Yeah, and look, I'm saying he had a different head coach almost every year he been there. I mean, different OCs.
That's true.
That's true. No offense. He finally got Adams. He had Waller for 2-3 years. After that, who else come to mind?
Amari Cooper, but that's about it.
Yes, and he was the only guy there. And guess what? They got rid of him.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did too.
Yeah, but other than that, Crabtree, he almost won the MVP.
Well, Crabtree, he wasn't just dumb.
Yeah, Derek Carr was one of the MVP.
He was solid. He was solid.
Yeah, so he broke his leg.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be. Yeah, I feel like Derek Carr. I think
he's gonna have a good year.
Coming out moment. It's gonna be interesting.
What year is he?
Huh?
What year?
12, 11, 12, something like that.
All right. Well, we got coming to close. It's been a great show. We did an end.
You got through with a sweat.
Yeah, we got him frustrated over there. I ain't never seen a dog.
So I'm gonna make this episode 2 parts.
That joke, I had that joker turn red over that joke. hey, Flawed, that head was trying to get his further back over there. I got you.
You say you gonna break him up?
Me no more Flawed. I don't be bothered with him. I be like, you know what? That's how you feel. That's how you feel, cause
I'm gonna break up this episode. I'm gonna make it a 2-parter.
Football has really taught me to just wait and see.
Yeah,
I've been wrong.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning into the show, man. We had a great time, and y'all can tell football season close, so we can't wait. We should be doing our team ranking, our division rankings real soon, probably at the end of July. So y'all get ready for that. So like and subscribe, like the video, subscribe, and y'all can catch us on the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. So thank y'all for tuning in the show. We are out of here.
Peace.
Yeah, have a good night.